they're still pretty dangerous.
Well, it's going to be a good football game tonight. The loser goes home, and of course the winner advances. Snyder's a very good quarterback for Plantation, but watch out for Wallace. He is a senior, and he will be productive tonight. They've got a very good defense to try to stop that high-powered offense of Plantation. It ought to be very, very interesting. The weather's good. The field is good. Dillard has a lot of fan support. It's going to be a good football game.
Absolutely. You want to talk about high-powered offenses. I mean, look at Plantation that's coming into this game. They've got the top-rated offense of Broward County. They're number 3 in the state. But Dillard has the second-ranked defense. Who knows? It could go either way, but it's going to be an exciting one. John Levine, Roy Foster. We're going to be back with the start of this game right after this.
Kevy here, and up to now, I've been telling you how to get to University Dodge in Davie, between Sterling and Griffin on University Drive. But now I'm going to give you a reason. We have just made a special purchase of Caravan, Neon, and Stratus. And here's a perfect example. This Stratus, $11,988 after rebate. That's right, $11,988 after rebate here at University Dodge in Davie. And don't forget, with any purchase, you get to take Dodger home.
That's no bull.
Join Pet Talk on its new night every Thursday at 7:30. Pet Talk features the most beloved creatures of the animal kingdom. You'll find out what to look for before you get a pet and how to care for it afterwards. Our expert guests answer all your questions live and tells you everything you wanted to know about your pets. Keep your pets healthy and happy by watching Pet Talk on its new night, Thursday at 7:30, only on Channel 19.
Facing this way. Blue team wins the toss, will receive. All right, man, shake hands. Get your teams out here. Have a good game, man.
Referee heard him in the background. It looks like Dillard is going to receive, and Plantation is going to defend the eastern goal, but I don't think it matters much, Roy. There's not a breath of wind out there tonight.
John, it's one of the calmest nights I think we've experienced since we've been coming here. It ought to be an interesting football game. Dillard is ranked second, I believe, on defense in the county, and Plantation's a very, very good football team. So we'll find out what what two teams are both made of.
You want to talk about very good? They are 11-0. I mean, that's going through the whole regular season at 9-0 and 2 playoff wins already. This team, is almost unstoppable. They have seen this Dillard team before. They played the first game of the season against them at the Orange Bowl for the kickoff classic, or whatever they call it in high school sports, but and the Plantation Colonels embarrassed them. I mean, it wasn't even, the score doesn't really tell the story. It was a 17-7 game, but I did see a lot of the highlights, and Plantation just absolutely shut down the Dillard offense. And Dillard's not really known for their offense. They're known for their defense, so we'll see what happens here. There's a good shot of that Dillard team as they step out onto the field. They look a lot like the Detroit Lions, who made a big comeback win yesterday against the Chicago Bears.
Oh, big game yesterday. Barry Sanders, vintage Barry Sanders.
Well, I think Dillard would love to have a Barry Sanders on their team. Plantation has one. His name is John Campbell. He's been carrying the workload for this Colonel's offense.
Got 899 yards.
Wow.
Could reach the 1,000-yard mark with a couple of good runs tonight. So we'll see what happens. Snyder's leading, of course, their offense at quarterback. He is a junior. He'll be returning next year, and he's one of the good ones. We've been watching him for a long time now.
You want to talk about grace and poise inside of that pocket. This kid, for a junior, is incredible. I mean, absolutely incredible. I don't have his stats here, but he's got to be about 6'2", and weigh about $180, and he's just lean and mean. This kid can fire that ball where he wants to, when he wants to.
Well, he's got a command, and he's got a control of that of maybe a junior or senior in college. He's got a field presence that you like to see in a quarterback. He's got a strong arm. He's not only that, but he has the luxury of several different weapons. He's got some good weapons on offense. He's got a good running back behind him. They've got a high-powered offense, and we'll see it tonight.
Good shot of Tremaine Canty there. He is the top leading rusher for the Panthers, and he was our player of the week last week, or a couple of weeks ago. So it should be an interesting matchup. Two great ground attacks, as well as one fantastic passing attack to Ryan Schneider, as Piro Intriago gets set to kick off this quarterfinal game.
Here we go.
Canty and Markham Jones set to receive, and it's going to sail over Canty's head into the end zone. And that's going to lead to our first touchback of the game. Dillard's going to start their first offensive series at the 20. We have seen Dillard going with the I formation thus far in the games that we've covered. Dillard, I believe this is our fourth Dillard game that we have covered. Sort of a little partial to them because they play all their games at Lockhart Stadium.
They're a hometown favorite.
They are a hometown favorite, I'll tell you that. Crowds are starting to fill up on both sides of the field. A little bit of a late arriving crowd. It is a 7:30 start tonight. They've got 12 minutes up on the clock. That hasn't moved. With the touchback, T-Bone Wallace, number 7, in as quarterback, as Dillard goes with the offset I. Herman Davis in the backfield, someone we haven't seen yet. There's the pitch out to Canty. He's around the outside.
Oh, boy.
He gets a couple before he stood up at about the 22-yard line. We'll see where they spot this one. Maybe a gain of about a yard.
That, my friend, is Derek Corker, number 25 defensive back. You're going to see him come up and support like you're supposed to support. Plantation defense is rising to the occasion, and here they come. Canty's trying to get the outside, but he gets popped there. I mean, that's a good tackle, good solid tackle.
Well, we mentioned that Dillard has got the second-ranked defense in Broward County. Roy, you know who's got the first? Plantation. So they've got a good on both sides of the ball, as there's the give again to Canty. He's got a big hole over the middle, but it closes quickly after a gain of about 4. Gets that one up to about the 25-yard line. That's where they're going to spot it. That's going to bring up 3rd down and 5.
Canty's going to come out, be replaced by number 20. You'll see here a simple dive play to Canty, and he can't get anything going. You can see the hole develop there, but he gets snagged there and gets slowed down. They trip him up almost at the line of scrimmage.
So 3rd down and a long 5. The scoreboard is yet to start working and keeping the yards and yards to go. So we're going to have to work by sight.
It's running now, John.
Raymond Perkins comes in for the backfield, or in the backfield. Wallace is going to pass, and it slips out of the hands of number 5, Mario Bynes. That's Wallace's favorite target. And Wallace slipped and fell, and he wasn't able to hang on to the pass.
Had a reception if he could keep his feet. Good pass.
It's a very clear night here now, but it was raining earlier today. A very light rain, not much, but it was pretty steady. So this field could be a little damp, and it just might cause some problems. Well, that's number 5, Kevin Beard, you're looking at, set to receive this Tellis Bolden punt. Bolden gets the kick off, and it's a good one. And it's going to bounce at about midfield. I thought it might have touched somebody, but I guess it didn't. So it gets a nice Dillard roll, and it's going to start at about the 27-yard line. Beard said, I'm not going to touch this one, and maybe he should have, at least to stop it before it rolled another 22 yards.
Tell you what, it took a very weird bounce. I don't know if it touched anybody, but it took a very weird bounce.
I thought it did touch somebody. And I thought it might have touched a Plantation player, at which point it would have been a live football.
And if it would have touched Dillard, it should have been dead at the spot.
Exactly. So it might have been a weird bounce. It might have touched someone that nobody saw. So we'll see what happens.
Well, this is Plantation's first opportunity tonight.
Well, we've got discussion here by the officials in the middle of the field. They might be discussing that it hit somebody. Well, let's see what they have to say. Back up, fellas. No word yet from the official, but it is going to be Plantation ball at about the 27. So they're going to spot it where it was touched up by Dillard. I guess no one actually did touch the ball. It just took a crazy bounce, but everyone thought it did.
What's that, boy?
Well, number 13, Ryan Schneider, is the man on this Plantation offense. They're going with the I formation. 8 and 7 in the backfield is Campbell and Harold Walden. Number 5 in motion is Kevin Beard, and there's the give to Walden. Walden gets stopped up at the line and pushed back, maybe for a loss of 1, depending on the spot.
John, you cannot be able to run block if you don't get under folks. Plantation's got to do a better job of getting some leverage and getting up under folks. That offensive line was terrible on that play.
Roy Ortega is one speedy receiver. He's number 84, lined up on the bottom of your screen. Still the I formation. Beard is the flanker. Schneider's looking to pass. In the pocket, fires, finds Beard. Beard just short of the first down by about a yard. Catches that one just across the 32-yard line.
That might be enough.
And they might have given him this spot.
You'll see the protection here. Schneider is one of the best in the county. He just flares it out there in the flat. Good catch. Not only a good catch, but a good tackle. Good game tackle by Dillard.
They are going to call it second down, and then, oh no, they're going to mark it first. So they did give him the very favorable spot, because I thought he was about 3 feet short of that one. So, well, that's the way it goes. Single back set now for Plantation. Man in motion is Ortega. Schneider inside, give to Campbell. Campbell around the outside. He's got a big hole. He's across midfield, all the way down to about the 46-yard line. Number 8, John Campbell, the workhorse of this team. A great gain of about 20 yards.
You'll see this offensive line figuring out what they have to do. Green and Shapiro, White, getting up under folks. Pepper, good blocking at the point of attack. That's why you have such successful run. Good play.
19-yard gain across midfield. That puts Plantation on Dillard's side of the field. The first time we've seen an offensive unit cross midfield so far. There was a timeout on the field, but we're going to stick with you right here. Coach wants to know what happened there.
Dillard wants to be able to attack the problem early. They don't want Plantation to get off.
And you go. Y'all see that play ball. That ain't going to change what's inside because you're going to go to let's get ready to play ball. Let's settle down. Let's play ball, okay? We can come up with a turnover. Okay? We can come up with a turnover. But we got to be ready as far as what they try to do to us. All right? Be ready to go. Okay?
Ken Scott is in his 6th year here at Dillard. And overall, he's 70 and 23, so he knows what he's talking about, and that's why the players were listening. They don't want any more of those big games, and neither does Ken.
One of those old-fashioned New Rockney speeches. Let's get it going. Let's get it going early.
And I'll tell you, right now, it's either go hard or go home. This is the playoffs. This is the quarterfinals. The team moves on that wins. Everyone else has the night off. There's Walden around the outside, and Walden with a gain of about 5. He brings it all the way down to about the 40-yard line.
You'll see the kick out here by number 61, Rob Green. Good block at the point of attack. Good play, picking up about 5 yards on that play.
Campbell is their workhorse back, but Walden is the speedy back. He's a little bit smaller, but the kid has got some moves, and he's the one that they give it to when they need those big gains. Pitch out again. No, this time they're going to inside hand it off to Campbell, but he gets plugged as he tries to call it around the outside. No gain on the play. It's still going to be, or it's going to be 3rd down and about 6.
Very sound defense by Dillard. Good gang tackling on the part of Dillard. They got a little lashing to at the sideline, so it may have paid off.
Schneider wants to know what the play is again. We've seen this kid pass once already, a laser right on the money. Most likely we're going to see it here again with 3rd down and 6, single back set. He's got 3 wides. There's a fumble, but Schneider's able to hang on. He passes the ball over the middle. There's nobody there, and I think he might have just thrown this one away. That was good concentration by Schneider to pick the ball up off the ground. Someone had a hold of his leg. So, but he had the thought to, the mindset to get it out of there.
Well, the defensive mindset is to grab anything you can grab, and his leg was right there like the turkey leg yesterday, so they grabbed it.
Well, Piero Intriago into punt. They're going to send back Mike Bloom, but there's flags all over the place. See if the refs can sort this out. It's most likely going to be motion on somebody.
could bring them close to a first down.
This might make them think. It was third down and
about
6.
4th and 1, and yeah, they're going to give this a shot.
So it's going to be 4th down and 1 instead of 4th down and 6. That's going to change Plantation's mindset. They're bringing back in their offensive unit.
What has happened, John? You got to have some composure on the defensive line and net. Get jumped offside on silly penalties. This gives Plantation a new breathing room now.
Well, this is going to be a big test for Dillard early. They're going to want to stop this right away. And if they do, they'll put themselves in some really good field position. Single back set with Walden and an I formation with Walden and Campbell. 2 wideouts split, and there's movement once again. Flags all over the place.
That funny team will come out now.
And that's a costly penalty. Number 71, Mark Shapiro. Looked like the right guard just jumped off sides.
Yeah, he got a little anxious. He wanted to get going with the play.
Dead ball, full start on the offense. 4th down.
So that's going to put them back where they were at 4th down and 6. In Triago, once again into punt. Mike Bloom set up around the 10. Triago gets off a high floater. Bloom's going to let it bounce, and it takes a Plantation bounce. They're going to stop this one at about the 13.
Good punt. Good punt.
Actually, no, roll back inside of the 10, it looked like. No, it's about the 13. Okay, that's where they're going to spot it. So a great punt by Intriago pins Dillard back at their own end. We've seen their offense once. Really didn't do much. We'll see what they can do here.
No, they're just getting warmed up, trying to fill each other out. Good series, good steady series by both the offenses. Here's Dillard's second shot.
Number 7, Timon Wallace, or T, as he's known to his
Don't call me T.
hands the ball off inside. This time it goes to number 26, Ray Perkins. And Perkins goes nowhere. Maybe a loss.
Couldn't spin out of that tackle. Had a shot to the outside, couldn't get out there.
We've seen both defenses, and they are swarming. So they're going to spot this one a yard up. Now at the 19.
Got about 7 minutes left in this quarter. Crowd still filing in. Nice calm night, little brisk.
Yeah, it's not bad, actually. As I said, it did rain earlier, but it really cleared up. I'm glad we don't have to do another game in the rain. Single back set once again, and Ross, there's the handoff. Perkins again up the middle. No, actually, that's Cornelius Fuller, the fullback. So Fuller comes in, and he picks up another yard.
A simple dive play right over the center. Didn't have much going there. He got a little tripped up at the line of scrimmage. This is going to be about 3rd and about 7 for the first down. A little conservative on Dillard's part.
Well, two running plays for a yard and a half apiece. Makes it 3rd down and 7. The clock ticking with just over 6 to play. Score still 0-0. Still a single back set. Fuller's in the backfield. 3 wideouts. 2 on the bottom of your screen, 1 on the top, and we've got a flag.
Be a delay of game.
That ball, delay a game on the offense. 5-yard penalty. Go down.
Well, that hurts because that's going to make it now 3rd down and about 12. So a costly penalty on Dillard's part. This is not the pros. There's not a really big play clock, and it looks like Perkins was trying to come on. He better get off before they snap this ball, and he does. Wallace looking to pass. Fires for the sidelines. He's looking for Bloom, but Bloom wasn't expecting it. And now he's wondering, why just throw the ball?
That ball could have very easily been picked off. It's a tough pass to throw to the sideline like that, especially with a left-hander. They're going to come in and punt, and they're backed against the end zone here, so they're going to have to watch it here. It's very dangerous punting in this area.
Tellis Bolden once again set to punt the ball. Frank Beard set to receive. He's camped out at about the 47. Bolden gets it off. It's not going to make it to the 47. They're going to let it bounce, and it takes a Dillard bounce, and is touched up at about the 43. So Plantation once again in great field position. This is where their drive fizzled last time. They're going to get a chance to start a drive now on Dillard's side of the ball.
You don't want to give Plantation that many opportunities, though, inside your territory. They're too good a football team to flirt with being inside the 50 like this. So Dillard's defense is going to have to step up a little bit here.
Well, what we've seen so far has been the number 1 and number 2 ranked defenses. They've been playing like 1 and 2. No one's gone anywhere. We haven't seen any really big offensive plays yet. There's the give to O'Neal Sandiford, who cuts his way around the outside for a gain of about 4. He's across the 40, probably down to about the 39.
Good, tough running.
Sandiford is their number 3 guy. We haven't seen him yet. This is his first carry of the game.
Yeah, you'll see Sandiford trying to go off tackle here. Gets split out, had to take it to the outside. He picked up about 4 or 5 yards. Good hard run.
Now we've got an injured Dillard player down on the field. That looks like to be number 90, and that's Max Francois, the defensive tackle.
Francois?
Francois.
Love that name.
Well, while we've got a second, let me let you know that this game is being brought to you by University Dodge. University Dodge down in Davie. It's home of the better way. Also by Media One. This is broadband. This is the way. And I got to tell you, Roy, they came and hooked up my broadband the other day.
Did they?
They just got it in our neighborhood. I now have 90 channels. I haven't left the house in 3 days. You know what you do with 90 channels?
One a day.
And you know what? There's still nothing on TV to watch.
But us.
But us.
There you go.
I wait until Saturdays just so I can watch us. But now I've got 89 other channels to choose from. Well, Francois up on his feet, and it looks like they were working on his ankle, so I might have just twisted it a little bit. Definitely a leg problem. He's being helped off, and looks like he's shaking it off. He looks to be in pretty good condition, so he might come out and come back in the half or something. We hope he turns out all right. But more importantly, it's second down and about 6 for Plantation. We saw Sandiford pick up about 4 yards on his first carry of the game. And Plantation going with the single back set. 3 wideouts, 2 and a flanker. Ortega's in motion. Schneider, inside handoff to Campbell. Campbell shakes 1 tackle, but doesn't shake the other 3. And he's brought down after about a yard, make it 3rd down and 5.
You'll see penetration here on the Dillard's part, number 58. He almost had him there at this line of scrimmage. He let him wiggle out, and then here come the rest of the troops. Good defense by Dillard.
3rd down and 5. The ball about the 37-yard line.
Come your way, wide side of the field.
Schneider's lining up in the shotgun. He's got Sandiford and Campbell on either side of him. They're going to go, and it looks like a screen play. Beard catches over the middle, and he's wide open. Shakes a tackle around the outside. He's down to the 15. Spins and falls at about the 13-yard line. So Frank Beard making something out of nothing, but we've got a flag on the play.
They might bring this one back. What a run.
And
nice
no,
play.
it's against Dillard. The referee signaled the penalties against Dillard. I didn't get a chance to see what it was, though. But the run will stand, or the catch and run. Still no indication.
They're going to pick the flag up. It's definitely on Dillard. Find out what the implications are in a minute here.
Well, whatever the penalty was, they're going to tack it on to that run of Frank Beard. He caught that one over the middle after O'Neal was in a lot of trouble. I don't know if that was a design play, but whatever it was, it worked.
Definitely designed.
Well, that's a roughing the passer call, and that hurts. That's going to bring it down to half the distance from the goal. So they're going to spot this one at about the 7-yard line. Plantation in its best field position tonight. They're going with the eye. Sandiford and Campbell. Beard is the flanker. There's the give to Sandiford. Tries to cut back, but he slips and falls and brings it up to about the 4-yard line.
Tried to make a cut there, goes from right to left, and just lost his... John, you'll see here on the replay, number 58, or number 92 coming down to Sandiford, and he flips it down to Beard, right? It's kind of a middle screen to the wide receiver. He's got a lot of field to work with here. He can't put the ball away, and he just simply cuts it away and wiggles out a couple of tackles, and they're down in the 6-yard line.
Second down and goals, the three-man eye, but they run the reverse around the outside, and it's a touchdown. Travis Madison, the tight end, comes around the outside. They fake the handoff, give it to Madison, coming around for the reverse. And he's in for the easy 6.
Wow, what a play. Little reverse there, inside reverse. He just trots right in the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, Dillard had no chance to stop that one. It was a misdirection play, and boy, did it work. Piero Intriago in to kick the extra point. You can put it on the board, and it's 7-0 Plantation. So with 3 minutes and 46 seconds left to go, Plantation takes the lead 7-0.
Good sound offense by Plantation.
I think we've seen what everybody's been talking about.
Oh, yeah, they're very high-powered, a lot of weapons. Good offensive line. Coached very well.
And Schneider able to make something out of nothing. As that broken play, as I thought it was a broken play, could have been by design. If it was executed rather sloppily. But it worked. Frank Beard getting it all the way down to about the 13, but with the penalty, brought it down to about the 7. Triago, owner of the extra point, is getting ready to kick this one off. His second kickoff of the first quarter. Plantation will get the ball at the half. And here's that little move that they always do.
Wonder why they do that.
Well, maybe to set something up. I'd like to see him do it and then actually do the onside kick.
Right.
Well, if this kid can kick onside kicks like Olindo Mare can,
Right.
3 in a row, that was, or 2 in a row, and 3 for the whole game, that was incredible. Well, Markham Jones and Tremaine Canty set to kick, set to receive, but there's flags all over the place, and it's whistled dead before it can get going. So they're going to bring this one back. They're going to have to kick it over again. I believe it was offsides on the offense, which it is.
I think it might have been offside.
So they're going to move this one back 5 yards. And Triago's going to kick off again, this time from the 35-yard line. John Levine, Roy Foster, we're here with you at H.Y. Doug Lockhart Stadium. It's the quarterfinals, the playoffs. Third game in. Both these teams defeated 2 other teams to get here. And it turned out to be a very good matchup. High-powered offense versus very high-powered defense. And the high-powered offense right now, they're winning 7-0.
Here they go with their traditional trick you play.
They're a little tricky. As Run DMC always said, it's tricky. So Markham Jones, Tremaine Canty, set to receive there. Got their toes on the 10-yard line as Intriago boots this one away. It's a low line drive kick, and it goes off of Tremaine's hands and rolls out of the back of the end zone.
If he could have fielded that clean, he had a shot. He's very good in the open field.
But that one just skipped off his fingertips, and it's going to be a touchback. They're going to start this one at the 20.
Dillard needs to get something going here. They don't want to fall behind too fast. They're not the kind of team that can come back being 2 or 3 touchdowns down. So they need to stay in this game.
Well, Canty goes to the sidelines. Looks like they're going to stick with Perkins in the backfield. Single back set. 2 wide outs, couple tight ends. There's the give to Perkins, who tries to cut it up the middle. Gains maybe a yard and a half. Brought down at about the 21.
Johnny tried to cut it back. There was just nothing there on the cutback lane.
And I don't know how intimidated this Dillard team is, but we haven't seen him put the ball up in the air. We've seen him put it up in the air once, and the receiver missed his route. So I think if this team wants to get something going, they're going to have to start putting the ball up in the air.
Yeah, they're going to have to be a little more selective.
Second down at about 9. Now we've got 2 backs. There's the outside handoff. Looked like it was going to Jimmy Jones, his first carry of the night, but he slips and falls as soon as he gets his hands on it. No gain on the play, maybe a loss of a yard. That's what they're going to mark it as. So 3rd down and 10. Ball back at the 20.
John, they got to put the ball in the air. They can't rely on the running game the whole game.
Oh, that's what it looks like they're doing right now. Mike Bloom splits himself off to the top of the screen.
They got to run out here.
Mario Bynes is on the bottom. Play action. Wallace going to pass around the outside. He gives it to Davis. And Herman Davis gets it up for maybe a gain of 3. Little misdirection play, but it doesn't go anywhere.
Don't really understand this play. This ball was being thrown right in the flat about 1 or 2 yards deep, and they need 7 and 8. He's got plenty of time. He's got a lot of selection, and he chooses to go to the outside, and Plantation's waiting on him. Good tackle.
Well, Tellis Bolden in to punt once again. It's been 3 and outs for Dillard for their 3 offensive series. Kevin Beard back to receive, and Tellis Bolden's able to handle the bad snap, and he brings it up.
Oh, boy.
And he's not able to get the first down. So he gains only about 3 yards. That puts the ball up at about the 25-yard line. That's where Plantation's going to take over.
I'll tell you what, John, Ryan's got to be salivating. Schneider, the quarterback, number 13 for Plantation, to be in this kind of field position. They could go up 2 scores here even before the second quarter starts.
And there's only about a minute and 42 seconds before that second quarter starts. Score 7-0, Plantation on top of Dillard. And Plantation's got great field position. And by great, I mean they're inside the 25-yard line, 1st down and 10. Single back set, couple wideouts. Ortega's in motion. Schneider reverse to Beard. Beard tries to cut the corner, but gets tackled. Maybe a gain of about 2 on the play.
You'll see Beard get the reverse handoff here and try to attack the left side here. Dillard's waiting on him. Good gang tackle by Dillard.
So again, with the misdirection, like we saw on the touchdown play, didn't work as well this time, though. Darren Clark, the receiver, split to the bottom of your screen. Beard is the flanker. I formation. Play action to Walden. Schneider fires, but it's off of Beard's fingertips. That's going to make it 3rd down, but there's a flag on the far side of the field.
Wonder who this is on. This is going to be an interesting call on the far side. Might be in the area of holding by
Holding on Plantation. So they're going to get the down over again, but it's going to back them up 10 yards.
Crowd still filing in, almost the second quarter.
Holding against the offense, 10-yard penalty.
See the holding on the top of your screen there, number 6.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Travis Madison, the tight end. And that was a mugging. So 2nd down and 18 now. Schneider's in the shotgun, and he's going to pass. Steps up in the pocket and fires.
Oh.
Looking for Ortega, but it's way overthrown. Ortega leapt, but wasn't able to haul it down. It was about 5 inches off his fingertips.
That was a little high that time by Schneider.
It was a well-thrown ball
Well
in
thrown ball.
the area that only Ortega could have caught it, but it was just a little bit overthrown.
See, he's got plenty of time here. Steps up in the pocket. Flings, he knows he's got Roy out there. He's tall, good athlete, just a little high. Incomplete.
So that's going to make it 3rd down and about 18 with less than a minute to go in the first quarter. Plantation's up 7-0. They're looking to make it 14 before the second quarter. Schneider again in the shotgun. He's going to pass. Steps up and fires for the sideline, looking for Beard. Beard is interfered with, and they are going to throw the flag.
Oh.
Number 3, Junior Rosegreen, on the coverage, and he really impeded Beard's route.
He tried to disguise it, but it was no doing.
But the question is, was that ball catchable? which I don't know. I did see the infraction. I did see Rosegreen get in the way of Beard, but
He definitely did that.
I don't know how
catchable.
Yeah, I don't know how high the ball was. That's the ball. I don't know where it landed because I was watching the infraction. So we're going to see.
Defensive pass interference. 15-yard penalty. First down.
So it's 15 yards and an automatic first down. And that's a big break for Plantation because they were facing third down and 18.
Yeah, they had him stopped.
And now the ball's on the 20. They need to get across the 10 for the first down. And 19 yards for the touch. Schneider with one man in the backfield. It's Campbell. He gets the call, stops, does a little move, but gets gang tackled after a gain of about a yard.
Ball came out late. No fumble. See here, you'll see a huge hole between 73 and the center, but it closes up very quickly. Number 52 gets some help by his teammates there on Dillard's side, and a gang tackle for a loss there, or got back to the line of scrimmage. It'll be 21 seconds left before the second quarter.
Now, I don't know if Campbell was trying to cut a little bit, but he stopped dead while the hole was open.
Right.
So that sort of cost him. He might have picked up a few more yards if he had to stutter step. But the clock's going to go back in motion with less than 20 to play. I think Plantation's going to try and get a play off before the quarter ends. They got to hurry. 10 seconds now on the clock. I formation. Schneider, play action. Looking. He's got a man. It's Madison, but fires it over his hands. It sort of went through his hands. It was definitely a catchable ball, but Madison just couldn't get his hands on it.
Yeah, that's one of those touch passes where you got to be able to put some air up under the ball. Just a miscue on Schneider's part. You'll see here on the replay that he's got plenty of time, and he just kind of flips it out there. Just puts a little too much on it. Incomplete.
That pass was a couple inches shorter. Madison might have had a touchdown. There's only one man around him, and he was about 4 steps behind him.
Got 1.8 before the quarter ends.
So it looks like Plantation is going to be able to squeeze out 2 plays. It's now third down and 10. They've yet to move the ball. We saw them face a third down and 18, and they got help from a penalty call. So we'll see what happens here. Schneider steps up in the pocket, fires, looking for Ortega, but it's well defended by number 4, Elijah Bell.
Nice play, Elijah.
Bell steps up and makes a great play to save the touchdown.
Well, we had touchdown written all on it. Good play.
So at the end of 1, Plantation goes up on Dillard, 7-0. John Levine, Roy Foster, we're going to be back with the second quarter right after this.
Your hometown station is now your hometown news station. Each hour, count on Channel 19 to cover the stories that matter to you most. From City Hall to your backyard, we'll cover the news from a local perspective. If you see news, shoot it with your video camera and call the Channel 19 News Hotline. News 19, news that hits home. The news is brought to you by Lou Back Road Chevrolet.
John Levine, Roy Foster back with you here at H.Y. Doug Lockhart Stadium.
Join Pet Talk
of the Miami Fusion. Plantation up in this game, 7-0. This is the quarterfinals. And we just witnessed a great display of pass protection. Or not pass protection, of receiver. Yeah, there you go. I didn't know what I wanted to say there.
Good deflection.
Yeah, great deflection. So, I believe Piero Intriago is going to come in to try and kick away the field goal. So it's 4th down and 10. And their offense is still in, so they're going to go for it on 4th down and 10, try to punch this in. Schneider is in the shotgun. And flags all over the place. Could be a delay of game.
They'll probably kick it now.
No, looks like offensive motion. So that's going to bump them back 5 yards, bring up 4th down and 15. They're going to place this ball at the 25. And that's pretty costly.
Don't particularly know why they're going on 4th down in such early stage of the game.
Plus they have the lead. Yeah, I think what they're trying to do here is going to reset the clock back to 12 minutes, which they did. It did start running on the play, but it was a false start, so it does not run on the penalty. So now it's 4th down and 15. Plantation still going for it. Schneider in the shotgun. Looking to pass, he's under pressure. Fires for the corner of the end zone. No one there, but another flag. And that's in the area of pass interference.
Don't know if that ball's catchable.
Beard clapping his hands, but we'll see what happens here. Another costly penalty for Dillard, and it gives Plantation another conversion. Dillard had both their drives stopped dead.
This also gives them a 1st down.
Oh, it does. It gives them a 1st and goal. Oh. This Plantation team needs no help.
Interference, half the distance to the goal line, 1st down.
So they spotted actually half the distance to the goal, which I don't understand. But,
well, that's the rule. I mean,
the rule, well,
half the distance to...
Well, it's actually a 15-yard penalty. Why they called it half the distance goal, because it wasn't 1st down and goal. They put it at about the 13. So actually Plantation can get a 1st down without scoring. I formation, there's the outside to Walden. Walden's got a big hole, looking for the end zone, and actually bumps into one of his own guys, and he's brought down at about the 3. Might have the 1st down. Regardless, it's going to be 1st and goal.
See Walden here right off tackle. This is great blocking up front, and he picks up about 7 or 8 yards. Good run.
Darren Clark isn't there on the corner waiting for him. And Darren Clark's the man on his own team. He might have had the touchdown, but they're going to call this one a 10-yard gain, so 1st down and goal from the 3-yard line. Plantation getting a lot of help from the Dillard defense on penalties in getting their conversions. I formation, it's Campbell and Walden. To give to Walden. Little hole up the middle, touchdown. Harold Walden goes in for the 3-yard touch, and it's 13-0 Plantation.
Well, you give an offense this many chances, they're going to do this to you. Good offensive line play, just punches it in the end zone. They're up 13-0.
Hero Intriago in to try and make it 14-0. And just a minute has passed in the 2nd quarter. So still tons of time left. And the kick is good.
And the touchdown.
So that's going to make it 14-0 Plantation over Dillard. And it's the Dillard defense that can be blamed for that touchdown.
Yeah, they shot themselves in the foot on that play, on that series, rather. You can't do that to this kind of offense.
So not only are they facing the top-rated offense in the county, the 3rd-ranked offense in the state, they're giving them more chances than they deserve. They've held them up. They've played some great pass defense, but almost too great when it comes to the pass interference call.
And not only that, they have the ball in the air on offense. Can't really understand that.
Well, I don't think they have a choice now. I think either they put it up in the air or they might as well just go home. This is very reminiscent of the game that they played in the Orange Bowl. The score doesn't really reflect the tempo of the game or the story of the game. Plantation is really all over this Dillard team, and Dillard's really helping them out. Intriago and the rest of the team doing the little fake.
Well, they got me faked out.
Yeah, I thought they were going to go for it that time. Malcolm Jones, Tremaine Canty set to receive the Intriago kickoff. And Intriago boots it way up in the air, and it's fair caught at about the 33-yard line. Very uncharacteristic of Intriago to get under one like that. That looked like a little wedge shot for all you golfers out there.
Maybe this will be the break Dillard needs. This is good field position for them.
Yeah, the best they've started in all night. They've started 2 drives from the 20 and their other 2 from less. So they're going to get the ball at about the 32-yard line. They're going to spot it, maybe the 31. Wallace still in at quarterback, number 7. And all he's been doing is handing the ball off. They're still running the I. 2 men in the backfield, 2 wide receivers split to both sides. Wallace, handoff, Canty. Canty stopped in the backfield. Big play by number 44, Xavier Lewis. And Lewis, I'm looking at the wrong roster, Roy. Thank you very much. That wasn't Xavier Lewis on the stop. That was Sean Burney. I was looking at the Dillard roster. So Sean Burney making the big stop.
Good solid tackle.
It was. Canty had no chance. Offset I. 2nd down and about 12. Wallace is going to put it up in the air. Finds Chad Williams, the big tight end.
I don't believe it.
And Williams picks up about 10 yards, but that's still a yard short of the first down.
Wow, they put the ball in the air, and a nice pass it was. You'll see Wallace drop back here. He's not under pressure. Good pass, just lost it over to his big tight end, and he picks up about 8 or 9 yards. It'll be 3rd and 1 or 3rd and 2 when they come back.
Ball now just inside of the 40-yard line, about a foot short of it. They need to get across the 41. So it's about 1.5 yards, we'll call it. They go with the I formation. 2 wide receivers are split. Wallace trying to take it himself, but I don't think they got the push. I just don't understand that play. And they only got about the 1.5 foot. The ball's going to be spotted at the 40-yard line. They're still 1/2 yard short.
Well, you know, quarterback sneak works when you need 1 inch or 2.
Right.
That's not good when you need 5 feet.
They needed at least 16 inches on that one. They're going to throw that play 16 times.
They got to run this again. They're forced to run this again.
Well, it's now 4th down and a solid 1.
Whoa.
And they're bringing in the punt team. They better hurry up, though, because they wasted enough time of the play clock. We don't have an official time, but it's probably down to about 12 seconds. Tellis Bolden in, and there goes the flags. It's going to be delay a game.
And Dillard's coach is livid.
Ken Scott just totally upset at his team. So much miscommunication, they had no idea what was going on.
That ball, delay a game against the offense, 5-yard penalty, 4th down.
So now it's going to be 4th down and 6, but Bolden's still going to punt. We saw him mishandle a snap that was a little high, which cost them last time. This one's right to him. Gets the punt off, and it's a doozy. And they're going to let it bounce, and it's going to be touched up at about the 22-yard line.
Hey, let's go, Chief. Put it in
So we can call that a net punt of about 35 yards. Good punt by Bolden.
Squandered opportunity for Dillard. They had some decent field position and let it get away from them.
Well, I'll tell you, Roy, one of the most interesting parts of our job is the fact that we get to sit next to some of the offensive coordinators.
Yeah, and
boy, do they get livid, huh? I mean, I can understand it. Everybody wants their team to win.
down here, 3 and
So
out.
it's going to be 1st down and 10 with about 9:15 left to go in the 2nd quarter. Plantation still on top 14-0, even though the scoreboard doesn't show it. I formation, inside give to Sandiford. Sandiford bounces to the outside and gets stopped up after a gain of about 3. The ball across the 25 to about the 26. So Plantation definitely changing it up. They're not going with one solid back.
You know, they're mixing up their offense. They didn't get much on this play. The Dillard's defense stepped up to the occasion. It's kind of good forming tackle and defense by Dillard. They're going to have their second shot here.
Beard is the flanker on the I formation. 1 wide receiver. Inside give goes nowhere. That was the gift to Campbell, and Campbell didn't have a chance. No hole opened up.
You know, in order for Dillard to win tonight, I believe their defense has got to score some points. We've got to step up to the occasion and help that offense out and score some points tonight.
Wow, looks like we have an official timeout on the field. And now the ref puts the clock back to clock running with about 8:20 to go. And the ref signaling, hey, put the clock back in motion because the clock on the scoreboard's not running. And it should be. Schneider back to pass. Oh, and firing, but his receiver was held up, and there was no flag on the play.
That could have been holding, too.
That's definitely Darren Clark was the pass receiver. And he was
expressing his opinion.
Coach obviously not happy with the way the Deerfield defense, or the Dillard defense is working out. The clock has yet to move.
Very weird clock management tonight.
Yeah, I don't know who's running this clock, but they're not paying much attention.
We got 10! Coach Scott.
Well, it's now 14-0. Plantation on top of Dillard, although the scoreboard only says it's 10.
Well, we'll give them 4 more.
Yeah, we'll give them 4 more. We know the score here. They're trying to reset the clock up here in the booth. It is the second quarter, just over 8 minutes to play. Both teams sort of stopped as they get, there we go. They've got the clock reset to 8:05. They do keep the official time on the field. There's no worry about a mistake. And it looks like Intriago's into punt on 4th down and about 6. Oh, almost blocked, but he's able to get it away. They're going to let it bounce. It takes a bounce at about the 49 on their side of the field. Never crossed midfield and goes out of bounds. So Dillard's in their best field position of the night. They're in Plantation side of the field for the first time tonight.
Yeah, they need to take advantage of these field positions they've been getting. This is the second time they've had some decent field position. They've got to do something with this football to at least get a field goal out of the series.
Dillard definitely needs to put some points on the board. And they're getting a lot better spot than I thought.
Wow.
I don't know if there was a penalty. I didn't see a flag, but they're spotting this one up at about the 39. It bounced out of bounds at the 49. There might have been a flag on the play. I formation for Dillard. Here's the give once again to Caney. Caney's got a big hole over the middle.
All right.
And he brings it down to about the 30-yard line. And that should be enough for the first down.
John, we might have we've got a lineman coming up slow. You'll see Canty hit this line and hit it hard. Good blocking up front. Got tripped up there late, but he picks up about 6 or 7 yards. That's the kind of offense they need to have tonight to stay in pace with Plantation tonight.
So that's going to make it first down and 10. It's Dillard's first down of the evening.
Better late than never, I always say.
So their
we
first
might get a
down
measurement here.
Yeah, they were going to take a measurement, but I think he did get enough.
Bang.
Oh. I guess they're glad that they measured because it's about a foot short.
This is the time you use that quarterback sneak.
Exactly. When you have that much room to go, when you only need a few inches.
Well, they'll probably pass.
A long bomb down the sideline. So still an I formation. Ref puts the clock back in motion and it starts to roll. 2 wide receivers are split out to both sides. Plantation stacks the line. They've got 8 men in the box. Here's the inside handoff to Davis.
They'll need a spot. They'll need a generous spot to get this one.
Herman Davis, off tackle, might have picked up the foot that he needed. We'll see where they spot the ball. And he got it.
First down.
Oh, they're going to measure again. They want to be really sure.
Tell you what, if Dillard scores here, you'll see this crowd erupt. A lot of folks on this Dillard's side, as always. With a band in the background, just doing their thing, tuning up. They sound very electric tonight. Having a little problem. Looks like we got our scoreboard fixed. It is now 14-0.
They still are short by about a foot. So they're just not getting the spot tonight. I thought they had it. They need to get across the 29-yard line. The ball is just short of the 29. Wallace wants a new play and gets it. Clock goes in motion with just over 7 to play in the half. Plantation's up 14-0. Dillard needs to put some points on the board. And they need this first down.
Plantation looks like they're stacking the...
Mario Vines lines up in the back, he takes the pitch, goes around the outside, and gets the first down and more, brings it all the way down to about the 16-yard line.
Hold everything, John. We've got a flag.
But there's a flag on the play on the far side of the field. Could be holding.
Turnovers.
And it is against Dillard, so that's going to negate the run by Mario Vines. Normally a wide receiver lined up in the backfield and took the pitch out. Got the first down, but it doesn't matter.
He'll be holding on Dillard.
And this ref sure likes to take his time, doesn't it?
Yes.
Not much like Ross Perot, who we had last week.
He was the best. The best.
So that's going to be holding on Dillard, going to move him back 10 yards.
3rd and 10.5.
Or no, that's going to be, only a 5-yard penalty because it came during the play. So that's going to make it 3rd down now and about 9. No, it was a 10-yard penalty. Yeah, it was a 10-yard penalty. You're right. Wasn't paying attention. Wallace looking to pass. Got plenty of time. Fires to the sideline. Got a man open. It's fine. Finds a little move and gets out of bounds, but it's not enough for the first. Only a pickup of about 6.
You'll see Wallace here backup have plenty of time. Only problem with this pass is it's a little too high, and it doesn't get there fast enough. So the defense has a chance to come up with some birds and kick him out of bounds. So they're still going to be short. Decision time.
Well, we've got an official's argument on the field. The official's now discussing where the ball should be spotted. The far side official said it was about a foot over the first down marker, and the near side official said it was about 3 feet short. And now they're going to spot it somewhere in the middle at about the marker. So they're going to come in and measure. So the last 2 minutes of this game has taken about 20 minutes.
Crowd will let you know if it's a first down or not.
Oh, we can't even really say it. Oh, maybe. We're waiting for the spot.
Coach is not hesitating. He's going to go for it.
And it is short. So it's short by, looks like by about 1.5 feet. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And Dillard's going to go forward once again. So 4th down and 1. They need the first down here. They've had about 5 cracks at it.
Dillard needs this first down in a lot of ways.
High formation. Two wide receivers, they're split. Beard and Bloom are the wideouts, but that's not going to matter.
Oh, yeah.
It's the inside give to number 26. That's Raymond Perkins. And Perkins finally picks up the first down.
No flag, good clean play. You'll see a simple dive play to Perkins. He's got to punch it in. He needs about 6 yards, and he gets it. Good penetration by that offensive line. Keeps the drive alive. They got a chance here to put some points on the board.
So with about 6:30 left to go in the half, Dillard's down by 14 points to score 14-0 Plantation. They've got a first down and 10 at about the 27-yard line. Two wide receivers are split. They got two guys in the backfield in the eye. Handoff is to Canty. Canty is wide open up the middle again. He's got a wide open hole. And he picks up about 5.
Tell you what, Canty is one of those backs that if you just give him a crack, he just has to pick up those feet. He's got a shot. He picked up about 3 or 4 yards on that play.
Sean Burney made the shoelace tackle. And that's the only thing that came between Canty and a pickup of about 15. But as it stands, it's a pickup of 4, 2nd down and 6. Wallace, again, hand off to Perkins. Tries to go around the outside, but the swarming defense of the Colonels stops him at about the line of scrimmage, maybe a gain of a yard.
Tell you what, he got crunched. They're doing some hitting down there, John.
Well, as you know, this is not badminton.
It isn't.
They wear pads for a reason.
I don't remember being this tough.
Well, you didn't get much playing time.
No, well. That was good for morale.
Oh, you get from morale? Earl? Or no, you didn't play that long ago? No, that's going to bring up 3rd down and about 5. Gain of about a yard on the play. Under 5 minutes to go in the first half. Single back set. Wallace looking to pass. Now he's coming out of the pocket. He's under a lot of pressure. Fires the ball, and it's incomplete. He just threw it away. So that's going to make it 4th down and 5.
I'll tell you why he gets in trouble here. He's got enough time. He comes out of the pocket.
Yeah.
And the second thing is this is a coverage sack. Everybody's covered, and he's got no place to go. Got a lot of heat on him when he comes out of that pocket. He's got to throw that ball away.
Yeah, Wallace actually ran the wrong way. If he would have run to his right instead of his left out of the pocket, he had plenty of protection on that side. So that's going to bring in Tellis Bolden to attempt the field goal. And this one's going to be about a 41-yarder.
Now, this isn't a chip shot. This is a...
And the kick is up, and it's good. Great kick by Tellis Bolden, 41 yards.
Okay.
And that puts Dillard on the board. Now they're only down by 11, 14-3. 4:43 left to go in the second quarter. Dillard finally getting on the scoreboard, and they needed it.
They needed that for a lot of reasons. Just for momentum and to stay in pace of this game. They can't let Plantation dictate the rest of this game. They've got a good quarterback and a good program. They're going to have another shot here before we go to half.
Tellis Bolden definitely has the leg. That one would have been good from 51 yards. But it was right on the money. Split the uprights. 41 yards down the field, and he's in to kick off.
Hey, y'all get down now. Hey, but don't jump outside.
Plantation sends back Derek Corker along with Harold Walden to receive. Walden's at about the 10. Corker at about the 4. And Bolden kicks it off. Corker's going to take it. And he lets this one go over his head. It hits his hands. It goes to the end zone, so that's going to make it a touchback. So Plantation's going to start this one at the 20. Well, I got to tell you, it's a little chilly up here in the booth, but not as chilly as it was back on January 12th, 1991. Roy, you remember the stage down in Buffalo. It's snowy playoff game, and Dan Marino drops back. Is he looking for Clayton? Is he looking for Duper? He's looking for Foster. Look at Roy Foster catching the touchdown pass, and then he goes dancing. Roy, what were you thinking?
Actually, that was...
Back to live action as Walden takes the handoff and cuts it around the outside and gets neck tackled. They're going to throw that flag for the face mask.
I don't know about this call.
And Coach Scott is furious.
That's a tough call. Oh, that's a tough call. He had him with the headgear. I don't know if he had him with the actual face mask. It was very, very questionable call by the referee. But you can see Coach Scott livid.
Well, Coach Scott better get back on the sidelines. Or they're going to throw him out of the game. I don't know what he said there. I'm not even going to try and speculate.
Yeah, he started with the B, I think.
Yeah, it is going to be a face mask, and that's 15 yards. That's going to make it 1st down and 10. They're going to spot this ball at the 45, and that's some great field position.
That's a tough call.
Hey, watch the way.
High formation with Walden and Sanford in the backfield. The man in motion is Beard. Inside handoff goes to Campbell. Campbell around the outside, gain of about 3.
Plantation picking up some speed here. A lot of positive plays. We're getting into the flow of the game here. You'll see here on that play a couple of plays ago on this face mask penalty, he grabs him around the headgear and then he takes it off. Well, I don't know. It's a little bit of a questionable call there.
That might have been, yeah. Looked like he had him around the helmet, which is legal. You're not allowed to grab onto the grill.
Coaches tell you to take his head off. Well,
he did it. 2nd down and 6. Man in motion is Beard. Inside give. Goes really nowhere. That's Walden. Gained maybe another yard up to about the 50-yard line. And we've got a timeout on Dillard. So with about 3 minutes and 30 seconds left to go in this second quarter, John Levine, Roy Foster, we're going to be back with the rest of this exciting game. 14-3, Plantation over Dillard, right after this.
Chevrolet. Join Pet Talk on its new night every Thursday at 7:30. Pet Talk features the most beloved creatures of the animal kingdom. You'll find out what to look for before you get a pet and how to care for it afterwards. Our expert guests answer all your questions live and tells you everything you wanted to know about your pets. Keep your pets healthy and happy by watching Pet Talk on its new night Thursday at 7:30, only on Channel 19.
All right, Roy Foster, John Levine back here, and Roy, you know, you did promise to give me a little bit of a dancing lesson after tonight's game.
Where did you guys get that footage?
Oh, everybody has that footage. I don't know if you knew that. They gave that out as some sort of, you know, the first like 100 people at the game gets the Roy Foster footage of you dancing in the end zone.
Shake, bake, quake,
Your
get warm dance. Thanks, Tim.
So that's going to bring up 3rd down and a long 4. They need to get across the 45. They're at about the 49. We've got timeout. Going to be Plantation this time. They're going to want to discuss it. We're going to hang out here. I was wondering, can we see that dance again?
No, we don't want to go through that again.
Man, that was some funny stuff.
Yeah, just one of my many catches.
That's what they were doing. Okay, that's exactly what they were doing. Okay.
You'll see Coach Scott giving out some instructions here. He didn't like that last play, the last call, really.
Okay, let's get tight on 0. Okay, everybody pinching in.
Oh, here we go again.
Oh, my God.
And Marino.
You got to look the ball in.
Look at that. You looked the ball right in, caught it right in the breadbasket, and then, look at this.
Collins. Yeah, well.
Go, Roy, go, Roy, go. Go, Foster, go.
Look at those
That
shots.
is just the dance of the... I saw you dancing in South Beach like that last week.
Well, you don't understand. We win this game, we go to Super Bowl.
So you were pretty excited, but you guys lost that game 44 to 34, didn't you?
We came up a little short.
Came up a little short, but you contributed in that game.
Hey.
Roy Foster, the eligible receiver. So 3rd down and 5, and movement. And they're going to flag this, but they're going to flag it dead, but it's like a free play here for Dillard. And
no play there, but you get a chance to see Snyder's arm.
Actually,
nice toss.
I don't know if they're going to call this dead ball or not.
Might have been a free play.
John Campbell jumped before the ball was snapped, but they let the play go. They didn't whistle it dead.
Yeah, that was a free play. Ryan
It could be an illegal shift. Yeah, it is. They let the play go, and Dillard declined it, so that brings up 4th down. So if they would have made that catch, they would have accepted it. But regardless, they're going to bring in the punt team. Piro Intriago in to punt this one away. And Jimmy Jones is going to be sent back to receive.
Jenny Jones?
Jimmy.
Yeah.
Jenny's the talk show host.
Yeah.
Intriago almost gets this one blocked. It takes a bounce at about the 15 and goes out of bounds at, excuse me, at the 25 and goes out of bounds at about the 22.
Oh, no.
There's a flag on the play.
I think it's against Dillard. This will be first down Plantation.
Back up, back up, back up.
A lot of confusion down there. Personal foul on the punter.
Well, it's on the defense, probably roughing or running into the punter.
Running into the punter.
So you can hear the boos coming from the crowd. And Coach Ken Scott is livid. So that's going to make it first down and 10, and I'll tell you, the best guy on this Plantation offense has been the Dillard defense. I mean, look at this field position.
Oh, boy. This ain't good.
You know what? They didn't get... Plantation's not going to retain possession here. They called this at the end of the play, I think. So they're just going to move the ball back.
Okay, that makes sense now. Okay.
Okay. So even though they called a personal foul, they called it at the end of the play.
It still pins them deep inside the 15.
Yeah. Still knocks them down about 15 yards, but they get the ball. So that's the most important thing. So with 3:15 left to go, Dillard gets this ball at about the 12.
They don't need to do anything crazy here.
No, but they need 88 yards to go in, at least only down by 3, or down by 4, and they only pick up about 2 yards there.
Wallace needs to get in some kind of rhythm of throwing the ball downfield. Can't rely on that running game all night.
So that's going to bring up second down and about 9.
10 yards in front of the play, Tim.
Second
You
down
understand behind the play?
at about 9. Clock ticking with about 2:40 to go. 2 men in the backfield lined up in the eye. 2 wide receivers. They're split to both sides. Wallace under pressure. Comes to the outside. Almost drops the ball. Now he does. Plantation football.
Oh, boy.
Wallace getting sacked in the backfield, and the ball comes loose. Popped up out of his hands, then he got a handle on it, then it fell out again.
Yeah, you'll see a lot of pressure here. Number 54, number 52. Wallace is trying to wiggle out. He's out of the pocket. It's a live football. He coughs up the ball there. Oh, deep in territory that you can't do that. Plantation pounces on it. They're going to have a shot here to stick it in the end zone before the halftime.
Plantation's going to get the ball inside of the 15-yard line. It's going to be spotted at about the 11. So they can get a first down without a touchdown. Still 2 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Looks like Sandiford and Campbell lined up in the backfield. And we've got a flag. They're going to whistle this one dead, most likely offensive motion. And that's exactly what it is. So it's going to be a 5-yard penalty. First down and 15 now from about the 16-yard line.
That penalty shouldn't matter much. They still have excellent field position with 4 snaps of the ball.
So this one at about the 16.5. We'll call it the 17. They need to get down to about the 2 for the first, and to the 0 for the touchdown. But you know all about touchdowns, huh, Roy?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
You know, it's old hat for me.
Campbell and Walden in the backfield. Beard is the flanker. They give the Beard around the outside. A couple players waiting for him, and it really goes nowhere. Maybe a gain of 2 or 3 up to about the 15, depending on the spot.
Dillard needs a turnover. They need to shake that ball loose and get it. You'll see a little reverse here, a little misdirection play. Beard is trying to cut it back. There's nothing happening there. A little swarming defense. Could have been called there for a face mask again.
So that's going to bring up second down now at about 14. Gain of a yard on the play. Nose of the ball on the 15-yard line. Campbell and Walden are in the backfield along with Schneider, who's in the shotgun. 3 wide out. Schneider looking to pass. Steps up, fires. Oh! Beard in and out of his hands. He had a hand on it and it popped off his knee.
John, you can't throw it any better than that.
Yeah. If Beard could have hung on to that one, would have been a great pickup of about 8 yards. But
tell you what, Schneider knows what to do with this football. He's in a shotgun position. He gets to see the whole field. He knows he has to loft it out there and put some touch on it. He can't throw it any better now. He simply dropped the football. Nice pass.
So Plantation's going to take a timeout here. They're going to want to discuss this. We're going to take a timeout with about a minute 37 left to go. Plantation's knocking on the door. They're up 14-3 from Lockhart Stadium.
Brokerage, a leader in discount stock and bond brokerage, now offers one-fee trading. Any equity trade, just $19 on our internet trading services. That's right, just $19. Let Newport's fast executions, competitive rates, and convenient location work for you. Visit our office or our website at www.newport-discount.com or call 1-800-999-FAST. That's 1-800-999-3. Discount Brokerage. It may be your best investment decision.
John Levine, Roy Foster back with you here at Lockhart Stadium. 3rd down and about 14 for the Colonels. They're knocking on the door. They got the ball on the 16. They need to get down to about the 2 for the first down. They'd love to put another score on the board here to increase their lead. Right now they're up 14-3. They'd love to go up 21-3 before the half ends. So Schneider's still back in the shotgun with Walden and Campbell. He's going to pass. Looking for the corner of the end zone. He's looking for Beard. Beard almost makes a great grab, but he drops it again. It hit him right in the hands. And this kid can throw the football.
He's incredible. He knows exactly where he wants to throw this football. Throws it in the coffin corner, as we say, and it's right there on the money. He simply drops it. That's a good pass.
Well, he might want to start looking for someone other than Beard. And we're going to have, looks like offensive motion. One of the refs was signaling as Intriago comes in to attempt the field goal. This one to be about a 31-yarder. We saw him hit a 41, and this one's good. So Intriago adds another 3 points, puts him up 17-3. Minute 26 left to go in the first half. So as much as this is a high-powered offense, we really haven't seen him much in the end zone.
Dillard escaped a blessing there. They could have been up down 21-3. Only 17-3 at this point.
Dillard's only down by 2 touchdowns. They'd love to get something real quick here before they go into the locker room at the half. Their last game ended in a 17-7 score. Plantation on top, and that was the very beginning of the season from the Orange Bowl. So already, history's not going to repeat itself in that department. Intriago just waiting on the ref's signal before they do their little shake and bake. There they go.
Onside it.
Well, not that time. Markham Jones, Tremaine Canty set to receive. Both of them at about the 10-yard line. Intriago, another little wedge shot. This one caught, and I guess fair caught. Only he got run into, so I didn't get that one.
Gave him a break there. They didn't call anything.
I guess so. That one caught by number 84. That's Vernon McWhite, the tight end. And that's the second time we've seen Intriago kick a very short, lofty kick. I don't know if they don't want to give the chance to Canty to run it back.
Yeah, he's
or
very
Jones.
dangerous.
He is dangerous, but I mean, you're giving Dillard great field position. They got the ball right now at about the 23.
Actually working out well. They know that Dillard's offense has been stalling here the last few series, so we'll see what happens.
High formation. We've got a new quarterback in the game for Dillard. It's number 11, Chris Moffitt. And he hands it off, but it goes nowhere. So obviously, Coach Scott a little upset at Timon Wallace's play. I don't see Wallace on the sideline. But Roy does.
Number 7, isn't he?
He sure
Got
is.
his helmet off there.
Oh, I see him right there. Okay.
Towel in his hand. I think he's done for the evening.
Yeah, he might be done for the evening. Chris Moffitt in at quarterback. He's a junior, and they go with the split back set, and he's going to get this play off. And does. Moffitt looking to pass.
Oh, he's wide
to
open.
the corner, got a man
Oh,
over
he
Mike
stopped
Bloom,
running.
but he overthrows him by about 1.5 yards.
Stop running.
And Bloom, very upset at himself. He stutter-stepped it a little bit.
This is the break they needed. He lost his ball, and somehow or another he stopped right about there, and just overthrown. He didn't run underneath it. Incomplete.
That's going to make it 3rd down and 10 with about 34 seconds to play. Moffitt looks like he has a little bit better arm strength than Wallace does. Put that one right on the money if Bloom wouldn't have stopped running.
But he might be a little taller.
And Bloom better get off the field before they run this play. They're going to hand this one off, and Canty is smacked up in the backfield. Big hit by Corey Jordan, the defensive end. And we've got a flag on the play, and Canty's still on the ground.
Ouch.
Look at this hit. Pow!
Nice stick. I'm surprised the ball didn't come out.
And Canty hasn't moved.
He's still down.
He's still in the same position.
Find out what the flag's all about.
I'll tell you, Corey Jordan, he said, "Get out of my way. I'm coming through." And I think we've got a personal foul on Plantation, but they're gonna work on Canty. We're gonna take a short break. We'll be back with the final 24 seconds from Lockhart Stadium right after this.
Kevy here, and up to now, I've been telling you how to get to University Dodge in Davie, between Sterling and Griffin on University Drive. But now I'm going to give you a reason. We have just made a special purchase of Caravan, Neon, and Stratus. And here's a perfect example. This Stratus, $11,988 after rebate. That's right, $11,988 after rebate here at University Dodge in Davie. And don't forget, with any purchase, you get to take Dodger home.
That's no bull.
All right, well, Tremaine Canty coming off the field under his own power, holding his stomach. He might have just got the wind knocked out of him, but that was one big hit by Corey Jordan.
Yeah, he popped you pretty good. There's not much blocking up front. Jordan just blitzed the hole and just smashed him a good one.
Well, that's going to make it 4th down and about 4, and they're going to bring in Tellis Bolden to punt. Clock's running down, and Bolden gets this one off. No one back there to field it. They're just going to let it bounce, and hopefully it won't go out of bounds, but it does. That shouldn't end the quarter. I think they might call this one to an end, which they're going to. So, with the first half complete, Plantation on top of Dillard, 17-3. Roy and John will be back with the 3rd quarter when we return right here on Channel 19.
Join Pet Talk on its new night every Thursday at 7:30. Pet Talk features the most beloved creatures of the animal kingdom. You'll find out what to look for before you get a pet and how to care for it afterwards. Our expert guests answer all your questions live and tells you everything you wanted to know about your pets. Keep your pets healthy and happy by watching Pet Talk on its new night Thursday at 7:30, only on Channel 19.
Oh, so what you're saying, Roy, is you learned those dance moves from... Oh, I'm sorry. We're back on the air here at Lockhart Stadium. We're back here for the 3rd quarter to the 2nd half, whatever you want to call it. It's still 17-3 Plantation over Dillard. Dillard getting set to kick off. They gave up the ball for the 2nd half. They opted to take it in the 1st. They won the toss. And they're getting set. Almost a flag called on that kickoff, but not going to be one. And that one is taken in the end zone, the ref is going to call it. I thought he might have gotten it at the 1, but he did not. And he, I am speaking of, is Derek Porker. So John Levine, Roy Foster back with you here in the booth. And Dillard needs to get moving, Roy.
Yeah, they need to get moving fast here. You don't want Ryan Snyder to have the ball in his hand too many times. He's too dangerous. They got a good football team. They're going to be opening up the third quarter here, coming out from the 20-yard line. So we'll see what happens.
Well, as always, we name the player of the game after the game is completed, and I don't know, we're going to have a little bit of trouble tonight.
Well, I'm in the running too, you know, so.
After that touchdown, I think you might be. Sandefur gets the call, goes around the outside, he's got a big hole. Shakes the tackle, he's across midfield all the way down to about the 38-yard line. O'Neal Sandefur, what a run.
We got no flags, folks. That's a good play.
No flags and a gain of about 41 yards.
Wow, what about coming out of the chute?
Well, you want to talk about a play that'll spark a team coming out. And you know where we saw this, Roy? We saw Tremaine Canty do this the first play of the third quarter last week, but he did it for Dillard.
Exactly.
And his team came back to win it.
Tell you what a run, what a remarkable run. Gives a lot of pressure, takes a lot of pressure off Ryan Snyder now. They can do that all night.
So great run by O'Neal Sandefur makes it first down and 10. The ball on the Dillard side of the field at about the 39. Inside give, this time goes to John Campbell. And Campbell fights his way up for about a gain of 5.
Good play by the offensive line. Good push. It's always good when you can pick up 4 or 5 plays on the very first play.
So that's going to make it second down and a long 5, maybe 6. Just into the third quarter, about 10 minutes and 50 seconds left on the clock, and it's ticking. High formation, man in motion is Beard. Defense shows blitz, and they come. Sandefur gets around the outside, shakes the tackle, and picks up the first down. Well, I think they found their featured back for the game.
Mr. Canty.
O'Neal Sandefur, a gain of about 7. Comes around the outside, and they're having trouble stopping this kid.
Trouble stopping that offense. They're just warming up, building momentum.
So that's 2 first downs in a row for the Colonels. They now have the ball at about the 26. High formation. Sandefur, Campbell in the backfield. Beard is the flanker. Pitch out to Sandefur. Around the outside, shakes a tackle. Again, gain of about 8. This time he gets it all the way down to about the 22, it looked like. We're going to see where they spot it. I think they might spot it right at the 24.
You know, they're just mounting yardage here. Sandefur just comes around in here, number 9, and finds his way for about 6 or 7 yards. Puts his head down, and good play by the offensive line. They've got a lot of momentum here, and not only that, they've got the lead, and a big lead.
Ball now at about the 24-yard line, so it was a pickup of about 6 on the play. About 7, actually. We'll call it second down and 3. High formation once again. 2 wide receivers split out top of your screen. The give inside to Campbell. Got the first down and more. All the way down to about the 9. John Campbell shaking and baking his way for a gain of about 12.
Oh, that offensive line is just trucking, digging deep, and playing very, very well. You'll see this reverse handoff to the left side. Number 8 is just finding his way, just picking his choices. Picks up another valuable first down. They can pad this lead on this drive.
Well, the Dillard defense obviously breaking down here. They were very successful stopping the Plantation running game in the first half. And right now in the second half, it's just not looking that way.
Campbell and Sandefur.
Still in the backfield. 2 wide receivers split to the top of your screen. Man in motion, Beard. Comes down to the bottom. Give to Sandefur. Sandefur makes a little bit of a cut. He's looking for some room. Maybe a gain of a yard. Second down and goal.
Gotta slow him down, John.
Well, they were able to plug the hole there, although they did run between the tackles. We've seen their first 6 or 7 plays go to the outside, where they've had some success. And we'll see if they keep going that way.
All their plays have been positive, with the first one coming out for about 40, 44, 45 yards.
Single, or I formation once again. The give, pitch out to Sandefur. Sandefur's got a hole on the outside, stays on his feet, and gets in there for the touchdown. O'Neal Sandiford, 8-yard carry around the outside for the touchdown, and Schneider's a little happy, huh?
Whoa. Man, oh man. Mr. O'Neal, number 9, Mr. Sandiford, goes around the left side and just picking his way. Good play by the offensive line in for a touchdown. They're just padding the lead now. They're up 24-3.
Well, I think O'Neal heard us talking about the player of the game, and now he's making a big push for it. Intriago kicks the extra point up and good. And talk about padding the lead, it's now 24-3. So Plantation on top by 3 touchdowns now, and Dillard really needs to get on the ball on this offensive series. You know, my prediction is here, Roy, if they don't score on this drive, game over.
Well, it's going to make it very, very tough. The prediction in the paper was 24-14 Plantation. They've got their 24, so they're just about right. They got to get some kind of cohesiveness here. They're just not together on offense at all.
Markham Jones and Tremaine Canty back to receive for Dillard. Piero Intriago is going to kick it off. Puts the ball on the tee. His last 3 or 4 kickoffs have been pitching wedge shots. Popped up high and lofty, coming down soft.
We had a couple of those today.
Did you play today, Roy?
Rolling Hills. Yes,
Rolling Hills. Very nice course.
5 or 6 holes. Mess around with old Eddie Hill. That's running back for the Dolphins.
Sure.
31.
I got a chance to get out there and hit some yesterday for the holiday. Went out yesterday morning.
Thanksgiving.
Yeah. Gorgeous day. It was great. Intriago kicks one a little bit deeper, and it's going to be fielded by the tight end, but there was no signal by the ref. Maybe he didn't call for a fair catch, but they're going to give one anyway. And that one caught by number 84, Vernon McWhite. So he wasn't the intended receiver of the kickoff, but he got it anyway. And it's as good as a touchback. They're going to spot this one at about the 21-yard line. So Dillard really needs to get on the ball here. And T-Bone Wallace is not going to be the man that does it. He's sitting on the sidelines. They've got Chris Moffitt in. And he's going to be the one that leads this team. Moffitt's got 3 wideouts and a single back. 2 wideouts split to the bottom of your screen. Moffitt's looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket and fires. The kid's got a gun, but it's way overthrown. And I think someone didn't run their route. Devon O'Neal, the intended receiver, cut to the inside. The pass went to the outside.
Yeah, John, that was a busted play. Receiver went inside. The ball went towards the outside. So they had a mix-up there. They're going to have to come back and rethink that one. They need to give him some time to throw. They need some points on the board in order to have a successful drive here. Dillard's down 21 points here in the third quarter.
Still a single back. Moffitt, the handoff. Inside goes nowhere.
And that offensive line is having a tough time getting some rhythm tonight. They haven't had very much success on the ground. Plantation's defense has really rose to the occasion. Remember, the winner here goes on, and the loser takes a vacation for next year. So this is the playoffs.
Most likely, in the unlikely event that they lose, and I say unlikely because they're picked to win it all, Miami Southridge will be the winner of their game tonight, and they will play the winner of this game.
That'll be a good one.
And that will be a good one. Moffitt still in. He's got 3 wideouts, 2 to the top of your screen. Drops back to pass, good protection. Fires for the sidelines, and it's tipped and caught by Mike Bloom. Bloom across midfield and gets it all the way down to about the 45-yard line.
One of the things that they needed to get a spark in that offense tonight.
Mike Bloom with a great head on his shoulders to keep his eye on the ball.
You'll see Bloom concentrate here. This is a tip ball, of course, and he keeps his eye on the game, enough composure to stick his hands out and catch the ball. Not only that, he picks up an extra 12 yards on the play. It's going to be first down here around about halfway mark, about the 50-yard line.
Well, that's the first long gain that we've seen by the Dillard offense. So they're sticking with the 3 wide out set, and Moffitt drops the ball, but he retains possession. They were trying to run the option, and one of the Plantation defenders shot through the line and got a hand in there. Looked like number 32. That's Stanford Rule.
Yeah, he came in on a blitz. He never should have gave this ball up. Could have been very, very costly.
So that's going to push him back a good, looks like about a good 7 or 8 yards. Ball now back at midfield, or back behind midfield, excuse me, at the 45. They need to get across the 36 on the other side. So they got a while. Moffitt still under center, still with the 3 wide out set. Looking to pass Does. Fires, but it's almost picked off in and out of the hands of number 20, Claude Stewart. Stewart spelled interception, but thought about it too much, and that one just popped right out of his hands.
Well, John, he wants to get something happen and make something happen. Got enough time here. He throws it in a crowd to try to make the completion, but a little too high. This ball should have been picked off. Can't throw in that kind of cover, especially in the middle of the field.
So it's 3rd down and a good 19 yards. 6:10 remaining in the 3rd quarter, 24-3. Plantation still on top of the Panthers. Single back set, 3 wideouts, 2 to the bottom of your screen. Plantation shows blitz, but they don't bring it. Moffitt throws, looking for the sideline, and it's way overthrown. Number 5, Mario Bynes, the intended receiver. So that's going to bring in the punting unit for Dillard on 4th and 19, which I think is a pretty smart move.
Yeah, they couldn't get anything generated on that series. He had nothing there, overthrew the ball. Well covered that time.
So Kellis Bolden into punt, and Derek Corker in to receive. Corker, this one lets it bounce, but it's going to roll all the way back, and then fields it at about the 10. Makes a cut, trying to come back the other way, turns it up midfield and gets stopped at about the 17-yard line. So Corker, a return of about 8 yards. Well, while I got a chance, let me just tell you that 260,000 students, 15,000 coaches, 7,000 officials, 600 schools, 1 association. For 78 years, the Florida High School Activities Association has ensured that high school students in Florida can compete in interscholastic athletics on a fair and equitable basis. Its rules promote academic achievement while emphasizing self-respect, sportsmanship, and integrity, lessons which are best learned in a competitive environment. The Florida High School Activities Association providing educational activities through which Florida students learn by doing. Well, there was a flag on the last play. The officials are discussing it. We're going to see what the word is. And we're still waiting. Yep. So we've got 2 personal fouls. Those are going to offset, and they're going to take it where it lands. And it's going to be 1st down and 10 for the Colonels. All right, so 1st down and 10. The ball spotted at about the, looks like about the 17-yard line.
Dillard needs to stop this offense.
Yeah, Dillard needs to do something here because they're going to lose big if they don't. I formation, man in motion is Beard. Beard. There's the inside give to Walden. Flag on the play, could be holding.
Looks like Sanford tried to make an inside cut there. Might be some holding on Plantation, which it is. They're going to have to restart this. It's going to be 2nd down and about 20.
And that hurts because they were enough in their own end to begin with. Now this is going to push them back all the way to about the Yeah, it's going to be half the distance. So it's going to push him back to about the 9-yard line.
Dillard needs a turnover here. Make the game interesting.
And Plantation needs to get all the way to about the 29-yard line for the first down, and they're at the 9, so it's first down and 20. Clock ticking with just under 5.5 minutes to play. Inside handoff to Walden, trying to cut it to the outside, does, but the hole closes pretty quickly.
Ball out.
The ball popped out, but we have no word from the official. I believe Plantation retains possession.
Covered out of bounds.
Yeah.
You'll see Walden try to take the ball to the outside. He gets game tackle there. Ball comes loose, but not before it goes out of bounds. So they're going to return the football. Second down.
Second down, they did gain a yard on the play. So it's going to be second down now and about 19. Again, they need to get across the 29-yard line. We've seen Schneider put the ball in the air. He's got the gun to do it. Still a two-man backfield. Schneider play action. Fires across the middle. He's got a man, but it's broken up. Looking for Travis Madison. But a good defensive play by number 54. That's Thomas Matthews.
You know what? This is not a bad pass by Schneider. He has to throw over a defender and puts it almost on the money, broken up there by number 27. We're going to have to restart this again. It's going to be third down and 20.
David Brown, the man on that play, number 27. He's the defensive back. Just got a hand in there to break it up. So third down and 19. Most likely we are going to see a pass here. Only two wideouts. Inside give. They're trying to catch the defense, and Sanford picks up a lot of yards. He came out of that backfield like a man possessed.
Wow.
Brings that one all the way up to about the 27-yard line. Still going to be a couple yards short, though.
John, it doesn't get any better than this. Sanford just picks his way here. That offensive line is sustaining blocks. Dillard doesn't know what hit him before it gets into the defensive backfield. He almost picked up a first down on that play.
Well, Plantation trying to catch Dillard not set, and they just might do it. Intriago to get the punt off, and he does. Going to let this one bounce. It takes a Plantation bounce all the way down past the 30. They're going to spot this one at about the 29. So a great punt by Intriago with the bounce. That one a good about 38 yards. Plantation still leading this game. They're in command 24-3, with 4 minutes, 25 seconds left to go in the third quarter.
Yeah, everything's in their favor right now. They're just kind of working on the clock. Plantation, they don't need points at this point.
So first down and 10 for Dillard. Ball at about the 29 on their side of the field. They're going with the single back set, still three wideouts. The handoff around the outside. That one goes to Jimmy Jones, and Jones goes nowhere. Stopped for about a loss of a yard on the play.
You'll see a wide, deep handoff here. He has to run to the running back, almost a fumbled give by the quarterback, and the running back has no chance there. He can't get his feet up underneath him. Too much pursuit by Plantation. They're going to have to start again. They might lost a yard on that play.
Yeah, it is second down and 11. And I actually thought they were going for the option. That's how deep the handoff was. Yeah. Jones still in the backfield. Three wide receivers for Moffitt. Moffitt looking to pass. Does, but it's tipped to the line of scrimmage and blocked. Knocked down, so that's going to be an incomplete pass. Third down and 11. And that's just good work by the defensive line.
Yeah, the thing that happens here is just too much penetration. The offensive line has to dig a little bit deep. Remember, it's a three-step drop. This ball gets tipped at the line of scrimmage. And, of course, usually it's tipped by a guy that's not even blocked. So he's got to be able to get that ball up just a little bit.
So third down and 11. Ball at the 28-yard line.
They need to get this first down. It can get pretty ugly right about now.
Single back set. Jimmy Jones in the backfield. Moffitt passes over the middle. And he was just getting rid of that ball because he was about to be smothered. Incomplete pass, the third one this series. Going to make it 3 and out.
Yeah, they can't keep doing this. They've got to have some positive plays when they have the opportunity. Plantation is just biding their time, although it's third quarter.
And only about 3.5 minutes left to play in this third quarter. As Tellis Bolden comes in to kick it away. Derek Corker set to receive the punt. He's back at about the 25 or about the 35, and he's going to let it bounce, and it bounces. Takes a great Dillard bounce. They're going to let it roll all the way down inside of the 10 to about the 7.
Good punt.
So a great punt by Tellis Bolden. Took a great roll all the way down to the 7-yard line. That's where Plantation's going to take over. And while we got a second, let me tell you that high school sports in Florida needs your help. If you're at least 18 years of age, in good physical condition, and love high school athletics, the Florida High School Athletics Activities Association wants you to become a high school contest official. The FHSAA annually registers individuals to become officials in the sports of baseball, basketball, football, soccer, softball, volleyball, and wrestling. Give something back to the sport that has given so much to you. Contact the FHSAA office at 352-372-9551, extension 290, to find out how you can become an official. Inside handoff this time goes to Walden, and Walden picks up about 2 on first down and 10 for Plantation.
John, what kind of official would you like to be if you had a shot?
If I had, I would have to say women's swimming.
Yeah?
Yeah. That's what official I would like to be.
Guess what, John? They don't have officials for women's
Well,
swimming.
they should.
You could start it, though.
I could start it. I could wade in the pool for them just to make sure that they're doing those strokes right, you know.
They call that something else, John.
What's that called? My producer and director is telling me that it's a family show, so I'm going to have to tone that down. So second down and 7. Inside handoff to Sanford, and Sanford finds another hole, brings it up across the 17. That should be enough for the first down. And this kid Sanford can run.
Yeah, he's making a strong push for this player of the game.
And I'll tell you, thank goodness, because we needed one.
Ooh.
Everyone really just doing their part to get the offense moving. No one really standing out, but all of a sudden, O'Neal Sanford comes to the rescue. So clock ticking with just over 2 minutes to play in the third quarter. First down and 10. Ball now at the 17. There's the handoff. Once again goes to Sanford. Sanford fights his way for another 5 yards. Could have been stopped somewhere near the line of scrimmage, but he kept those legs churning. Picks up a good 5 yards on the play.
You know, this is one of those plays where you need to protect the football. He's not going to get much out of this. Just a push by the offensive line, and he's just struggling to pick up about 4 yards. So they just need to sustain blocks and let the clock do its thing and run down so they can win this football game.
Second down and 5 as Roy Ortega comes into the game. Number 84, as you saw. He's in there with Kevin Beard. Inside handoff goes nowhere.
Right. Stop. Good defense.
That one stopped dead. I believe it was Campbell on the carry.
You know what Dillard needs? I've said it before. They need a turnover. That defense needs to score some points to help that offense. They're not getting anything productive out of their offense.
That was John Campbell on the carry. Went nowhere, so it's going to be third down and 5.
Clock is inside 40 seconds.
Sanford comes off the field. It's now Campbell, the lone back, with Schneider in the shotgun. Schneider looking to pass. Steps up in the pocket, fires. Ball's low and hits the ground and before it gets to Ortega. That would have been enough for the first down, but it's short, and they're going to have to punt.
Yeah, Roy had no shot. His ball just thrown a little too low.
I think Schneider was trying to force that one in.
Yeah.
So Intriago comes in to punt this one away. They're going to send Jimmy Jones back to receive the punt. Oh, and Intriago drops the ball and gets smothered at about the 12-yard line.
There's the turnover I was talking about.
And that hurts because it was a good snap.
Yeah, he simply just dropped it. He fumbled it and dropped it. Tried to make something happen.
Well, at least he was able to retain possession, which doesn't really help because it's a turnover on downs, but they didn't. The defense didn't pick it up and run it in. So Plantation's defense is going to get a chance to stop the offense.
Yeah, you'll see there clearly where the replay showed he dropped the ball, and he's trying to make something happen. He just gets gobbled up by that special team unit. This is Dillard's best shot of poking it in the end zone. They got a shot here. We've still got a whole quarter left.
Ball at the 14-yard line with 22 seconds left to go in the third quarter. The give is to Canty. Canty fights his way and breaks a couple tackles, but is brought down hard. Number 20, Claude Stewart, the defensive back, comes up to make the stop and puts a lick on Canty, but he seems to be okay.
Canty's a tough one. He squirted out of here. You'll see here on the reverse replay, Canty's trying to make something happen, and he gets popped at the line of scrimmage, but has enough wherewithal to make a few yards out of the play.
So that's going to be the end of the third quarter. We're going to take a short break here from Lockhart Stadium. The score 24-3, Plantation on top of Dillard. John Levine, Roy Foster. We're going to be back right after this.
Kevy here, and up to now, I've been telling you how to get to University Dodge in Davie, between Sterling and Griffin on University Drive. But now I'm going to give you a reason. We have just made a special purchase of Caravan, Neon, and Stratus. And here's a perfect example. This Stratus, $11,988 after rebate. That's right, $11,988 after rebate here at University Dodge in Davie. And don't forget, with any purchase, you get to take Dodger home.
That's no bull.
Roy Foster, John Levine, back with you here for the fourth quarter at Lockhart Stadium. 10-6A quarterfinals. Dillard Panthers take it on the Plantation Colonels. Winner of this game most likely going to play Miami Southridge next week. I'm not sure where that game is going to be, but you see Coach Ken Scott as he gives his team some last-minute advice, and I mean last minute, because if they don't get it together here, they are toast.
It could be over and over quickly here. Next couple of series will determine the outcome of this football game for Dillard.
Plantation looking to stay unbeaten the entire season. Right now they're 0-11, looking to go 0-12. Second down and about 8 from the 12-yard line. Moffitt still in at quarterback. Play action, looking to pass. Looks for the corner of the end zone. He's looking for Bloom. Again, someone ran the wrong route. The pass went to the outside, and Bloom cut back to the inside.
You know what, John, these are the problems you're having when you're not the number one quarterback. That means you get the most snaps, or the less snaps in practice, and you don't have any kind of timing with quarterback receiver. So you're going to have these kinds of miscues. They're going to have to kind of sharpen it up and quickly here.
Moffitt is the number 2 quarterback. He came in to replace Timon Wallace in the second quarter towards the end. And he's still in there. High back formation, 2 wideouts are split. And Moffitt, again, going for the corner, and a flag thrown for pass interference. Dillard had 2 of those called against them, and now they're going to get 1 for them.
Yeah, that was clear as you could see it. He held him up. He's going to throw this ball tight into the outside, and this ball is going to Bloom, number 14, but he's got no shot because he's being held by number 25. So, and they caught it and they called it.
Derek Corker, the defensive back who does double duty as a return man, gets called for the interference, and that's going to make an automatic first down at the 6-yard line. So first down and goal from the 6. I formation, 2 wideouts. Moffitt inside give. And that one going to Raymond Perkins goes nowhere. Perkins gained maybe a yard. They did. They'll give him a yard. They'll spot it at the 5. So first down and goal from the 5. Dillard needs this touchdown. They're down 24-3 with 11:30 left to go in the second half. Second down and goal. Offset I. The pitch out around the outside is Mario Bynes. Bynes trying to cut it in. Touchdown. And you hear the crowd going wild. Finally something for them to cheer about.
Yeah, that's the first time for them to be on their feet cheering for their team. You'll see Canty with the pitch out here used to call this student body left. Everybody's pulling to the left and trying to get to that corner, which they do. You can see it nice and tight, and he just runs to the corner there for the touchdown.
Mario Bynes, normally a receiver, but they like to put him on the backfield on that little sweep play that they do, and you see why.
Well, they like to utilize his speed.
That's the truth. Tellis Bolden in to kick to make it a 24-10 game, and he does. Up and good, and well caught by the guy back there to save it. Going into the road. So it's 24-10 with just over 11 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. Dillard trying to make a game out of this. They're down by 2 scores.
Now the defense needs to step up, give the offense a shot here. To go 3 and out, give Dillard another crack at it, maybe even get a turnover.
There's still tons of time. The Raiders can score 3 touchdowns in 11 minutes. Dillard can certainly score 2. And speaking of the Raiders, Dolphins are in Oakland this week.
Yes, they are. They haven't fared well in the West Coast. I should know.
They're actually 0-8 or 0-9 versus Oakland.
I was part of those.
Never won in the Oakland Alameda County Coliseum. So we'll see what happens.
I think they have a better shot than recent years, though.
Yeah, I think so too. Derek Corker in the backfield, set to receive this Tellis Bolden kickoff, and it's short. And we've got flags on the play. I think it's going to be offsides on the offense, and it is. So they're going to move this one back 5 yards. Tellis Bolden didn't get off a very good kick.
It's actually a good thing.
Yeah, he might want to redo this one anyway, because that one only reached to about the 30-yard line. They're going to bump him back to the 35 and kick it again. 24-10 the score. Just over 11 minutes to play. Bolden sets up his tee as he gets set to make it take 2 on the kickoff. You hear the players on the sidelines screaming the defense to get that ball back. That's what they need to do.
Well, they need some plays like that, turnovers.
Bolden gets off a better kick than he did. That one's fielded by Harold Walden at the 20. Walden looking for a hole and finds one. Breaks a tackle all the way up to about the 45-yard line. Run back of about 25 yards.
Didn't want that to happen.
No, they didn't.
You don't want to give Plantation that kind of field position. You'll see here on the instant replay, he gets the ball, and Walden, number 7, just heads up the sideline there. Good blocking by Plantation. Picks up about 20, 25 yards. So they've got some great field position.
They're going to spot this one at about the 44-yard line. Not going to see much of Schneider's arm now. It's mostly going to be running plays as they hand the ball off. That one goes to Campbell, who picks up about, Walden, who picks up about 7 yards on the carry, brings it across midfield to about the 48.
Oh, unbelievable. This is just a straight give to Walden. That offensive line is sustaining blocks. He's picking up about 8 yards on that play.
That's going to bring up second down and call it 2. Ball at about the 49-yard line. They need to get down to about the 40, across the 47. I formation. 2 wide outs to the top of your screen. Inside give goes nowhere. Campbell gets stuffed at the line of scrimmage.
Might have got a foot. Good sound tackling by Dillard.
Well, Plantation has not had much success running between the tackles. Their success has come on the outside.
Yeah, their speed. get around that corner, you can make something happen.
So why they're running between the tackles, I couldn't tell you.
Want to keep the defense honest.
3rd down and 3, I formation. Campbell, Walden in the backfield. Give, Walden. Walden around the outside, shakes a couple tackles. And I don't think he got it. Yeah, I don't think he got it. I think they're going to spot this one about a yard short.
It'll be interesting to see what they call here, Plantation. Do they want to punt it or go for it? It's a good yard and a half.
Well, Schneider, right now, is still in the huddle.
And he's taking plays in.
And that's what they're going to do. They're going to go for it.
Could be a very pivotal point in the game here.
They're sticking with the I formation. 2 wide receivers split to the top of their screen. And delay a game on Plantation.
Well, this ought to make the decision just a little bit easier.
That's going to bring in Intriago to punt it away.
All right, that means Dillard will get another shot. And they kept Plantation out of the end zone.
Jimmy Jones set to receive. Intriago just gets the punt off. All of his punts were almost blocked. Jones takes the ball at the 15, breaks a couple tackles, trying to cut the corner. Flag on the play is going to be holding as Jones comes around the outside, all the way down the sideline, the 30, the 20. He's going to go in for the score, but we've got flags at the beginning of the play. Well, that's what this crowd needs to get them fired up, but there's a bunch of flags on the play in the area of holding, and I think that's what it's going to be.
Yeah, John, it started at the top of the catch or the reception, and it was in plain sight of the referee. I saw the flag come out as soon as the infraction occurred. So
we have no official word on what it is, but
yeah, he got blocked back right there. They pushed from the back, started right there,
there it is,
right in front of the official. And this play is as sweet as it gets. It has to come back. They're not going to like this at all. This would have put them right back in the game.
It definitely would have, but it's unfortunate that it's going to have to come all the way back.
That's not good. I know Dillard is real hot right now, but they're going to have to start this inside the 10-yard line. Matter of fact, this might even start inside the 5.
Well, they're measuring it off as half the distance to the goal. It's going to start at the 6. So that hurts for Dillard. They went from a run back for a touchdown to getting the ball at their own 6.
Well, that was the only way that play could have developed.
Yeah.
Sort of tackled right there at the point. See here the push right there, number 38. Can't do that, especially extend the arm. It's kind of ticky-tack, but you got to call that in that kind of position. Here comes Dillard's offense. They'll have another chance here. Put some points on the board. We got a little less than 9 minutes, 8:22 to be exact, in this football game.
1st down and 10 for Chris Bachman. He's got a single back in the backfield with looks like a flanker and a tight end.
I knew it was coming.
Flag on the play has an illegal shift. There was 2 men in motion at the same time.
Backfield,
yeah.
motion.
And that hurts because they're already backed in, into a corner. This is going to push them back even further.
Not good. They're in the end zone.
You see here, on the left side of your screen, 2 guys go in motion at the same time.
One guy following the other.
You can't do that. One guy moves and gets set, then the other man can move.
You can't walk this way.
So, illegal shift. Or backfield motion, whichever way you want to call it. So the ref puts the clock back in motion with just over 8:30 to play. Dillard still down by 2 touchdowns. They've got a 1st and 15 from their own 3. Moffitt, play action. fires to the sideline, caught by Bloom. Bloom cuts it back upfield, looking for some room. Brings it all the way up to about the 15-yard line.
All right.
Good play to give his team a little breathing room.
Yeah, that's the kind of play you want. Just dig yourself out of the hole.
And, you know, I thought I was in the booth here with Mad Dog Manage with the all right.
This ball was actually tipped at the line of scrimmage. Bloom has enough concentration to pick the ball up in the air, make the catch there. It looks like a first down.
That's his second one of the day.
Should be second down.
That's his second tip ball for a catch. It's going to be second down and about 3 yards. They're going with the I formation with 2 wideouts split. Moffitt, play action, puts it up in the air, and I don't know who he was looking for. I believe Mario Bynes was the intended receiver, but...
Well, someone stopped.
Yeah.
Looks like Mario just kind of stopped. These are the kind of plays you're going to have when you're running the number 2 quarterback. Doesn't have an opportunity to practice with these guys as often as the first guy. So
it's now third down and 3, and Dillard's focus goes to picking up this first down. About 7.5 minutes to play in the fourth quarter. 24-10, Plantation on top of Dillard. Inside handoff, and he stopped at the line, Jimmy Jones. Jones just gets stopped up. Excuse me, that's Cornelius Fuller. Fuller gets stopped at the line. And no chance to pick up that first down. So if you're Dillard, I mean, it's unfortunate, but you have to punt here.
well, you got to get rid of the ball. It's actually a situation where they should go for the first down, but that's just too deep in the territory for Plantation.
Tellis Bolden into punt. Plantation sends number 4, Willie Webb. Haven't seen him in the game yet. We'll get him some PT, but he's going to let that one bounce, and it does. But there's a flag on the play. Ball comes across midfield, but just barely, and it's touched up at the 49.5-yard line. But we've got a flag on the play, and we'll see what the call is here. It's going to be holding on Dillard, and it's declined, so they're just going to push him back. So they spotted the ball at about the 49. Probably going to push it back to about the 39, and but it was on Dillard, so actually they're going to push it up. So first down and 10, as you get a good look at the Panthers flag corps. And we've got whistles before the play starts. The referee on the far side of the field wants the players to take a step back, obviously impeding too much onto the field. Now that that's handled. 1 wide receiver's Ortega. He split to the bottom of your screen. Little pitch out to Sandiford, who gets tripped up in the backfield. Nice open field tackle by number 50. That's Jocelyn Riddle.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more of those.
Sandiford uncharacteristically getting stopped in the backfield. See, Riddle just comes right through the line, gets his hands around the waist.
Yeah, just tripped him up right there in the backfield. He had no chance.
So, but that might be just too little too late. Clock taken with just over 6 minutes to play in the game. Still in the I formation. 1 wide receiver, 1 flanker. Hand off to Sandiford, spins out of a tackle. Picks up a good 7 yards. Maybe even 8 all the way down to about the 45-yard line.
Boy, you can't have that. Just keeps the clock running, and here on the replay, Sandiford just a simple reverse handoff here, and he gets through that first line of defense. The offensive line is sustaining blacks. He's twisting and turning, and boy, he's just picking up valuable yardage.
So they're going to spot this ball at about the 46. They need to get across the 41 for the first. It's third down. Single back set, flanker, 2 wideouts. Blitz coming. And flag on the play as Schneider throws it away. And if this is against Dillard, it's going to hurt.
Yeah, it's going to hurt. It looks like they might be pointing to Plantation, though. Yes, it is against Plantation.
It is against Plantation. Ineligible man downfield. So So it is going to be 4th down. And in comes the punting unit for Plantation. So with 5 minutes, 25 seconds to go in the 4th quarter, Plantation in control, 24-10. John Levine, Roy Foster. Intriago going to try and keep his hands on this one as Jimmy Jones set back to receive. And this one's a high, lofty punt. It's going to bounce, and it takes a Dillard bounce and comes back. And it's going to be touched up at about the 24. Whoa. So Dillard, getting a break here, is going to take over at the 24-yard line with just over 5 minutes to play. They need 2 scores, and they need them quick. While we got a second, let me just toss this in here, that the broadcast rights to this game in the 1997 FHSAA 6A Championship has been granted to Media One by the Florida High School Activities Association and is intended solely for the enjoyment of our viewing audience. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this production without express written consent of the Florida High School Activities Association is prohibited. First down and 10 from the 24. The pitch out goes to Jones around the outside, looking to cut the corner, being pursued, and he's pushed out of bounds at about the 26, so a gain of about 2. And he was pushed out of bounds, but the clock continues to run. This game being brought to you once again by University Dodge in Davie, home of the no bull pricing, as well as Media One. This is broadband. This is the way. No bull. No bull. That's no bull. And remember, with any purchase, you get to take Dodger home. Wow. Wow. So that's going to bring up 2nd down and about 6. High formation. And Moffitt's going to have to do something here. Play action. He's looking to put it in the air. Does. Fires across the middle. He's got Chad Williams. Williams, the tight end, enough for the first down and more. Brings the ball all the way up to about the 40-yard line. Flags all over the place. And this looks to be against Plantation.
Yeah, that'll back him up. He knows it, too. Can't do that. Too much mustard on the hot dog on that one.
Yeah.
That's number 20, Claude Stewart. Taunting.
So, maybe we can see it at the end of this play exactly what the infraction was on, but it's a great pass by Moffitt.
So you'll see a got a legitimate tackle there, but tried to give it a little too much finesse at the end.
Well, it happens, and unfortunately, it always comes at the wrong time.
Well, I think Plantation realized they're in control.
So that's going to move the ball across midfield all the way down to the 45-yard line on Plantation's side of the field. Dillard's got first down and 10. Moffitt's got 2 wideouts. They're split. Play action. He's going to pass again. Fires for the sideline. Looking for Williams again, but it's overthrown. Williams made the leap, but couldn't come down with the ball.
Williams, big target. A little too hard here. See where he'll drop back here. A good 7-step drop. Fires, but a little too high in and out of the hands of Williams.
So 2nd down and 10 with just over 4 minutes, 30 seconds to play in the game. Dillard needs 2 touchdowns to tie. They're down by 14, 24-10. High formation once again. Moffitt in the game for Wallace. Play action. Gets the ball off, and it hits one of the linemen in the back. Maybe trying to set the screen. And there's a flag on the far side of the field. I don't know what this is about.
Well, it might be lineman downfield a little early.
Could be.
Possibly.
They were trying to set the screen, but the defensive line was all over Moffitt.
Bang.
Look at that. That's pass interference. Offense.
So you'll see this is a simple screen. But I think they're trying to get the ball to Canty, number 8. And a lot of pursuit, which you want in a screen, but he throws this ball a little too hard. He's got blockers, too. Would have been a nice pickup for them.
And as it turns out, it is offensive pass interference. So that's going to bring up 3rd down. It's a loss of down as well as a loss of yards. They need to get across the 35-yard line on the other side of the field, and they're all the way at the 40. So it's 3rd down and 25. Moffitt, play action. Under pressure, fires for the sideline. Looking for Bloom, and Bloom is upset. Bloom obviously was the intended receiver, but the pass was way underthrown.
Yeah, you'll see here where he's just under a lot of pressure here. Number 52, 51, the ball looks like it might have been tipped just a little bit. There's no vision there. He didn't even see where the receiver was, so incomplete. Looks like they'll probably go for it here. Oh, they're going to punt it.
They're going to punt it away. So once again, another drive wasted. Tellis Bolden comes in to punt. They obviously feel that their defense is doing enough work to keep them in the game. Tellis Bolden calls a timeout. Dillard wants to think about it. Roy and I, we're going to take a timeout. We're going to come back with the rest of the 4th quarter right after this.
Join Pet Talk on its new night every Thursday at 7:30. Pet Talk features the most beloved creatures of the animal kingdom. You'll find out what to look for before you get a pet and how to care for it afterwards. Our expert guests answer all your questions live and tells you everything you wanted to know about your pet. Keep your pets healthy and happy by watching Pet Talk on its new night Thursday at 7:30, only on Channel 19.
All right, John and Roy back with you here at Lockhart Stadium as Dillard about to go down in flames 24-10. And it is unfortunate because they did have a pretty decent season. Very similar to last season. They somewhat mediocre going into the playoffs. But they powered their way through, and this year Plantation's going to stop them. Not once, but twice.
John, they came in here 7-4, and of course they're playing a team that's 11-0.
Yeah.
And this is to be expected.
Well, now they've decided to go for it on 4th down. It's 4th down and 25. Moffitt looking to pass. Fires, he's looking for Chad Williams, but it's overthrown. Williams would have had enough for the 1st down had he gotten his hands on the ball, but was unable to get it.
Just a little too long.
Moffitt taking a deep drop. Just overthrows Williams.
Oh, almost.
Yeah, Williams was all alone, too.
Yeah.
I mean, it would have been an easy catch and run, but Plantation's going to take over here with 4 minutes, 20 seconds left to go in this game. I formation. Schneider, the gift to Sanford. Sanford breaks a few tackles, up the middle, got a hole, and he picks up 15 before he's brought down. At about the 24-yard line. So this kid is just a workhorse.
This is the last thing that Dillard wanted to see. That offensive line's working real hard. Sanford's trucking along and just breaking tackles as he's going. Dillard must be tired at this point, picking up yardage, picking up 1st down.
Well, I think Sanford got word that we were going to name him player of the game, and he really wanted to make sure he secured it.
I'll tell you what, he's my choice.
Mine too. There's the give to him again around the outside. Takes something out of nothing and picks up a couple before he's brought down. So you're looking at him. O'Neal Sanford, the Media One player of the game. Roy, now give him a plaque when we head out to the field when this game ends.
Simple reverse handoff to our man, Mr. Sanford, and they'll pick up a couple yards there, but keeps the clock ticking. Just about 3 minutes to go here. And they're going to move on.
So that brings up 2nd down and about 6. The outside give. Whoa, looks like they're going to Campbell this time. Campbell shakes a bunch of tackles. Brings it all the way down to about the 14-yard line. Maybe even the 12, and that's enough for the 1st down.
All right, I like Campbell.
Hey, you traitor.
Well, this is a misdirection play. Gives it to the 1st man, Campbell. Look at that hole. Unbelievable. Offensive line number 75. Big play.
So it's
Good blocking at the point of attack.
1st down and 10 from the 11. And this is the running attack that Plantation wished they had the whole game. Sanford again a big hole. Then he stopped up around the 5, so a gain of about 6 on the play.
Looking more like a walk in the park for Sanford.
Yeah.
He's easily going up and down the field. You see him taking the reverse handoff here, start in the middle, breaks it out to the outside just a little bit. He's met there by a gang tackle, but before he picks up about 6 yards.
So that's going to bring up second down and about 4. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. They need to get it across the 1.
Coming up on the 2-minute warning.
If there was one.
If there was one.
Now it's that 3-man I formation. The give to the deep man. And it's Sanford. Touchdown. His second of the game.
I like Sanford.
Oh, you got to like Sanford. He's the man. Goes in from 5 yards out. His second touchdown of the game. And that puts the Colonels up 30 to 10 as Piro Intriago comes in to tack on the extra point. That kick is up and good. Good. And it's 31-10. Plantation all over Dillard. And, well, I didn't want to have to say it.
Yeah, Sanford's been doing this all night long. It's a simple handoff. He's picking his way. His offensive line's working very, very hard for him. He only needs about 6 yards for the touchdown. Waltzes in, breaks a few tackles. He's our player of the game.
Player of the game, O'Neal Sanford. He heard that we were talking about him, and he said, you know what, I'm going to seal the deal. Pick up another touchdown and make sure that I get that award. So Intriago setting up for his kickoff. Dillard will send back Markham Jones and Tremaine Canty. Canty, Dillard's workhorse at running back. Haven't seen much of him all night long.
So about a minute 50 left in this game. People are starting to file out and get in their cars and try to beat some of the traffic. The game is all but over.
See the Dillard fans, they're still behind their team.
Dillard's band is still striking a chord for support, of course. A little bigger band than Plantation's three-piece ensemble.
Yeah, I was about to say, Plantation's got a jazz band going over there. Intriago gets a deep kickoff, and Canty's going to have no choice but to let this one bounce, goes out of the back of the end zone. Dillard's going to take over at the 20-yard line. First down and 10. 50 seconds left to go in this game. Ball on the 20 for Dillard. And they're getting hammered. They'd like to add maybe a score here just to make it look a little less lopsided. Here's a good shot of Coach Frank Hepler, Plantation's coach, who went 11-0 or 9-0 during the regular season, and now 3-0 in the playoffs. He's 12-0 after tonight's game.
Yeah, we'll get a chance to talk to him at the completion of this game, along with Mr. Sanford.
Chris Moffitt still in at quarterback. Man in motion is Perkins. Moffitt looking to pass.
Oh boy.
And he gets hammered in the backfield. Loss of about 10 on the play. That's going to hurt. Push him all the way back to the 10-yard line. Make it second down and 20.
You'll see this offensive line is just getting a little tired, a little complacent. Too much penetration. Number 3's there, number 35 there, 52. Plantation know they have this in hand.
Well, they're going to spot the ball at about the 12, so it's going to make it second down and about 18. Need to get across the 30-yard line. Clock running with just over a minute to play. There's the give. Oh, and Canty again gets hammered. This time the hit put on by Richard White, the defensive end, number 87.
See Canty trying to get started. A simple handoff to Canty, and he doesn't even get started. He's met there right quick. Nice pop, and he goes down in a hurry.
White gives Canty a lick. And that's going to bring up third down and about 18. No gain on the play.
40 seconds left. And counting.
Well, clock's still running.
Hey.
That's about it. Could be Dillard's last play of the game. Inside handoff goes to Perkins. Perkins gets stopped at the line of scrimmage. Under 20 seconds now on the clock. So Plantation now 12-0, 3-0 in the playoffs. Most likely next week, they're going to face Miami Southridge. Hopefully we'll bring you that game right here on Channel 19. We don't have our schedule set yet, but the final here from Lockhart Stadium, 31-10. Plantation over Dillard. John Levine, Roy Foster. We're going to head down to the field. We're going to talk to O'Neill Sandiford, Coach Frank Hepler when we return.
Extra, read all about it!
Abbott Appliance will not be undersold. We absolutely guarantee the lowest prices on all major brand appliances. Like this Frigidaire Tumble Action Washer and Dryer. Stacked or side by side, Frigidaire provides unbeatable results while adding valuable workspace to your laundry area. Frigidaire, there is no better choice. Hometown service and discount prices. Come in and see why Abbott Appliance continues to make headlines.
Your hometown station is now your hometown news station. Each hour, count on Channel 19 to cover the stories that matter to you most. From City Hall to your backyard, we'll cover the news from a local perspective. If you see news, shoot it with your video camera and call the Channel 19 News Hotline. News 19, news that hits home. The news is brought to you by Loop Back Road Chevrolet. Join Pet Talk on its new night every Thursday at 7:30. Pet Talk features the most beloved creatures of the animal kingdom. You'll find out what to look for before you get a pet and how to care for it afterwards. Our expert guests answer all your questions live and tells you everything you wanted to know about your pet. Keep your pets healthy and happy by watching Pet Talk on its new night Thursday at 7:30, only on Channel 19.
Newport Discount Brokerage, a leader in discount stock and bond brokerage, now offers one-fee trading. Any equity trade, just $19 on our internet trading services. That's right, just $19. Let Newport's fast executions, competitive rates, and convenient location work for you. Visit our office or our website at www.newport-discount.com or call 1-800-999-FAST. That's 1-800-999-3278. Newport Discount Brokerage. It may be your best investment decision.
John Levine, Roy Foster, we're out on the field now with our Media One player of the game, O'Neill Sandiford, along with Coach Frank Hepler. O'Neill, it's my pleasure to present you with this plaque. You had so many big pickups tonight, 2 touchdowns. You really helped this team come through and really just destroy this Dillard Panther team. You know, they always talk about John Campbell as being the workhorse, but you look like it tonight.
Well, you know, came out here, take the game one game in a step. We lost last year in the 3rd round, you know. We worked hard all season trying to get this far. It motivated me. When I came out second half, got the big run. You know, the offensive line blocked good. Had to take it from there.
That seemed to be the turning point in the game, was that big run in the second half. You think that's what turned the game around for this team?
You can say that, but it's the offensive line. Good blocking. If it wasn't for the blocking, I wouldn't have did it. Thank God for the offensive line. You know what I'm saying? Without them, it would have been happening.
Well, we got our own offensive line over there. Roy Foster's with Coach Hepler. Roy?
You heard him say offensive line, didn't you, John? Hey, good job tonight, Coach. Talk a bit about this game and what you got to do next week.
Well, this was a big game because this has become such a great rivalry. You know, Dillard's got such good athletes and coaches, and this is a tough game every time we play. We met first week of the season, you know, and then to meet in the playoffs. It was a great victory, and we just got to continue to try to get better each week. You know, we've been stopped in the 3rd round 2 years in a row, and see what we can do this year, and we're going to get after it. We're excited.
You know, and it doesn't get any easier than this. You're going to have a tough one next week, and we wish you all the luck in the world. Back to you, John.
Well, the teams are coming up from Miami next week. We'll see the Plantation team back here at Lockhart Stadium. For Coach Hepler, O'Neill Sandiford, Roy Foster, the whole crew here at Channel 19, we're going to leave you with O'Neill's last touchdown. I'm John Levine. We'll see you next week.